Hello, everybody. Welcome to Reaction Shots for November, the beginning of November. Your surprise monthly podcast that comes out on a random day of the first quarter of every month, and we talk about TV and movies. And holy crap, Pluribus, dude! Did you guys catch Pluribus yet?
I don't have Apple TV, but obviously I really want to fucking watch it.
Yeah. Dude, we watched Pluribus last night, and it was tight.
Oh, yeah. Just launching right into it. Yeah. I got a new phone because my old phone stopped receiving phone calls, even though it was like a year old. It just stopped giving me text messages, and I was like, come on. So I got an iPhone, and then all of a sudden I got like 500 messages I've been missing. Probably got job offers and shit in there. But like, yeah. But you know, they give you 3 months of Apple TV with it. Yeah. So watch that. It's good. It's really good. Yeah.
And he already got his like bad show out of the way. Remember after like Better Call Saul?
Breaking Bad? Oh no, sorry.
Wait, do you not like Breaking Bad? Are you?
Oh no, that's the box set right in the like.
Oh, okay. I was like, hang on a minute.
That's the meth tank right there. Blu-rays. Yeah, no. I love it.
One of the best TV shows of all time.
Yeah, he had that.
No,
weird,
Breaking
like,
Bad show.
If anyone remembers that, probably nobody even remembers it.
I don't remember a show other than X-Files, Breaking Bad, and Better Call Saul and Pluribus that he's done.
Yeah. Oh, what's it called?
But
it's called. Go ahead.
Pluribus is great because it's. I mean, without spoiling.
There it is. Sorry.
Oh,
yeah, don't say much. Going cold.
No, I'm not gonna say anything about the premise of Pluribus, but like, I think it's such a refreshing show. It's so interesting. The characters, the actors they picked, like, people look realistic in this. Like, people look like real people in this show. There are characterizations that are really intriguing. And just the premise, you know, I would recommend going in knowing as little as you can.
Don't watch the trailer. I saw 3 seconds of the trailer and I backed out of it. I was like, oh, it's that kind of show. I don't even want to see anything.
Yeah. Like, I watched it last night with a bunch of friends, and I think only 2 of us knew the premise, and the rest of them didn't know anything. And it was really fun to watch them just keep being like, oh, wait, is it this? Is it this? And then it's just like classic Vince Gilligan, just like Breaking Bad, where it's like, you know, Breaking Bad did the thing a lot where it was like, okay, they've stated that they need to rob this train or whatever, and then you in a lesser show, that would be like half of the season's arc to plan this train robbery or whatever. In Breaking Bad, it comes back from the commercial break mid-train robbery, and you're just like, oh, okay, like, we're just doing it. And this show, similarly, moves at a really good pace, and also, like, the characters do all the things you would do. They say and think the things you would say and think. They try the things you would try. Like, it's smart. And, like, even the things that we would, like, guess right before they happened, they would do that and then also like double down on it, and like it does some cool stuff with its concept where it like it's using like you knowing everything. Like, it's not withholding information, it's telling you information. Like, there's a character who literally just explains what happened, like literally with a graphic. And like, the show is like, no, this premise is so good that we're just going to tell you exactly what happened, and it's going to make it more interesting.
That's sick.
It's like, it's so good, dude.
I have one question for you, Isla. And again, I love how you skirted anything about the concept. I saw this one piece because this is the costume episode. Yeah. I saw one piece of wardrobe in there, and I wondered to myself, jacket, I was like, is that an Isla jacket?
Baby. No, the second that character showed up on screen, you know, my gaydar was ticking a little. And then I saw her in that yellow jacket, and I was like, gay. I was like, yes. Oh my God. I was like, this is the fucking greatest thing. I have almost bought a yellow leather jacket like 5 times. And I have to stop myself because I have 3 red leather jackets already. and I just don't need more jackets.
Yeah.
But that jacket was incredible.
And then
It's a good jacket.
I mean, like, I knew, like, years ago when they were making this, that the only thing I knew was that they cast Ray Seahorn, which is Kim Wexler in Better Call Saul, and like
That's the main lady.
One of my favorite performances of the decade. Like, I feel like looking back, people are gonna like put her like on the tier of Cranston in Breaking Bad because she was so fucking good in that show.
She deserves her own show, and I'm glad she's got one. Yeah, I kept saying that during this first episode. Yeah.
So sick.
The two episodes are out of Pluribus, actually, by the way, if you haven't seen them, the first two. But so, I mean, obviously 2 episodes in, like, riding high, like, we literally watched it last night. Like, we put on episode 2 at like 12:40 or 12:15 in PM, AM last night. So I'm riding high,
Yeah. And I feel like, I'm always concerned because I feel like modern TV, which, remember last time we had this podcast, I was like turning against TV a bit because I'm just like riding my movie high. And just like how we are in this formula of TV shows. Yeah. I feel like shows have been starting better than they've been ending lately.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
set up this beautifully rich world, and they like lay all this mystery out, and it's so exciting. And then like it never lives up to our imagination or the potential. Not never, but like, yeah, I feel like I always love the beginning of shows more than the end of shows lately.
You're so right. I mean, like, even with Pluribus, I mean, Alien Earth comes to mind where it's like, I didn't hate Alien Earth, but like the fact that it ended on a like, there's going to be more seasons of Alien Earth. Like, I was like, okay. Like,
yeah.
I miss that. We've talked this to death, but like, I miss just good narrative arcs that leave hooks open for more seasons, but that actually feel conclusive and interesting in the end, so I could definitely see this show. I mean, I trust Vince Gilligan generally, and if he has like any of the same writers and stuff from Breaking Bad, where it's like, I remember there was a quote from him, I think, or one of the writers, where they said like they would intentionally try to write themselves into corners just to see how they would get out of them.
So cool.
And like, I think that's a bold fucking choice that usually would not pay off, but for them somehow, usually, it ends up being like really inventive and exciting television.
With Lost, they would write themselves into a corner and then just forget about it.
And then they would forget the
true.
And then they would just phase through the wall and walk into another corner. But like, and I like Lost, but
hell yeah, the best.
Pluribus, I could definitely see like, because the premise, which again we're not going to talk about, is so interesting and unique that I could see this show pretty easily being one of the most brilliant pieces of television, or kind of getting stuck in a rut or running out of ideas and kind of fizzing out. Like, but I don't know. Vince Gilligan hits for me generally.
He
so
hits.
Yeah,
hits.
So yeah, Pluribus, big recommend so far. First 2 episodes.
I'm with you.
Oh my God.
I'm excited. I'm very excited. Yeah.
I was like,
God, I gotta.
Sophia and I were like hyped up last night.
Consider it the price of one of the movies you would see in the theater this year. Yeah. That's what I've done.
I'll wait for
I don't
3 to come out, and then
exactly
one less week that I
comes out.
I haven't had a lot of money to spend this year, but there's been a couple subscription times where I'm like, okay, I'll subscribe for this month or 2 for this show I care a lot about, and I'm considering this like a trip to the theater. Yeah,
dude, and like. Not to sound like a fucking corporate shill or whatever, but like of the weird like streaming services, I actually think Apple TV is like kind of pretty good. Like they tend to not cancel things willy-nilly. Like shows like Foundation getting to exist at all, let alone still having seasons. I know Damiani loves For All Mankind. I haven't watched that one, but like
Silo.
Apple is good for like sci-fi. Yeah, Silo. Like Apple is good for like weird niche sci-fi shit. And so if you're into that at all, like I think Apple has some pretty good. I mean, I have an Apple TV, so it's like whatever. But
I shouldn't talk out of school, but this isn't secret. I mean, I helped produce a show for Apple like a couple years ago, maybe 5 years ago.
Oh yeah,
when they were first starting Apple Plus. And this is public information. When they first started the channel, they were throwing money around, and they were very creator forward. You know, they wanted to attract good talent. Not me, the people I worked for. I'm not one of the good talent.
You're
I'm not
good talent.
patting myself on the
talent.
back, but I worked with a team of really good people who were above me, and they wanted to attract those people. And they were like, "What do you need? Here's some money on the table." And it was known in trade magazines that's what they were doing.
Yeah.
And so I think when you give creators that kind of license, it makes good content. And not all the other streamers are necessarily doing that. Like that, you know, Hulu and Netflix were known for spending money buying a lot of shows, but they weren't necessarily giving them creative freedom.
They weren't
the
fostering
way that Apple Plus was doing. But Apple Plus has a reputation for kind of trusting people more and giving them big budgets. Like Vince Gilligan, when he went in for this particular show, they gave him 2 seasons, sight unseen, and I think from what I read, not even knowing the concept. They were like, "You're Vince Gilligan. Here's 2 seasons."
God, I just got goosebumps. What a fucking life.
Yeah. Now, after doing that, maybe they had some more involvement after that, but they just signed him up, not knowing the concept. Come make a show for us. Here's your money. $15 million an episode.
That's
and like
fucking
I think
crazy.
Yeah, like money talk can
it
be a bit
shows.
crass, but money also helps you make the show you want to make. It helps expand your schedule. So you're not rushing your talent. You're allowed to take multiple takes. If something goes wrong, you're trying to do a car crash, say, and like something gets fucked up and the timing's not right. Okay, let's do it again. And like the actor was distracted because the stunt car didn't go the right way. Okay, well, it gives you the flexibility to like do that take again, and gives your editors not time to rush and post. Like that money equals creative freedom. Yeah.
Something I really like. I was actually thinking about this last night while watching the first 2 episodes of Pluribus. Something I really appreciate about Vince Gilligan's oeuvre, you know, similar to David Fincher, is like the use of the budget is very wise. And like, you know, because Pluribus obviously is an expensive show, but it also just it doesn't feel expensive and flat in a flashy way. It's just like we have these ideas, and so we're doing them because we can afford to do them, but they're all just happening because they serve the story and like to make the world seem more cohesive, not because we wanted to, you know, drive by in a Lamborghini or whatever. Like, I don't know, it's weird because some stuff feels flashy and expensive on like as its goal, and this is like, it's like Fincher uses CG, and like he uses more CG than anybody, but you'd never realize it, you know? Like people got mad, like I saw people are having weird responses to Frankenstein, which we'll get into in a second, but like people were saying like that they were calling like Guillermo a liar because he was like, we did practical stuff, but then people were like, there are 270 like CG shots or whatever, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And it's like yeah, but that's probably mostly like composites and like stuff to assist, and like Fincher uses like hundreds and hundreds of CG shots, and you would never notice. And like,
I mean, that happened with Crimson Peak. I know we've talked about that before, but the ghosts in there started. They started those ghosts as practical, and they went and touched them up, and they probably just did a job that wasn't great. Or
ruins
exactly.
Literally ruins that movie.
I think that movie's campy and not like amazing, but I still love it anyway. Yeah, I have things I love about it. Yeah.
I mean, let's talk about Frankenstein. Have you guys seen Frankenstein?
Not yet. I'm watching it tonight. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I won't get into specifics then. But I mean, Frankenstein is what kind of inspired the idea for this episode, Best Dressed. But I mean, right now we're doing our what have we seen lately? I was so excited about Pluribus, I didn't even intro it. I just started. But
yeah. This is Isla Hink.
I'm Isla. This is Matt. That's Huber.
What up?
So I saw Frankenstein, and I fucking loved it. People right now, I guess, now that it's out in the wild more, people are liking it less. But I really, really liked it. I loved the locations. I loved the costumes, especially. Like, Mia Goth's dresses were out of control. Like, there's this red one with a corset stitch down the spine, and I'm just like, oh, I want that dress real bad. Like, ooh. Yeah, I mean, since you guys haven't seen it, I'll just be kind of vague, where it's like, I think a lot of the critiques I'm seeing, like, I'm seeing people say it's, like, not feminist, or that it's, like, missing the point or whatever, and I'm like, I think that this is kind of, like, Mary Shelley's book is about women and feminism through telling a story about men, and like, it's about these men and their situation with each other. And I think that this movie is, because people are saying that it, like, changes the story and blah blah blah, and I'm like, I think it's kind of maybe like really close to the spirit of what Mary Shelley would have written if it weren't for, like, societal constraints of her time.
The book's interesting and weird, especially when I grew up, like, with the Frankenstein, Universal Frankensteins.
Yeah.
And, like, Bride of Frankenstein, you read that and you're like, okay, there's Frankenstein's monster and Frankenstein monster's girlfriend, and they're both vegetarian monsters. Like, what is this?
Yeah, well, and it's also
such a strange book. Yeah.
It's also, like, not... Like, it's not a whiz-bang, high-octane thriller, you know?
No, it's very philosophical.
It's very philosophical, and, like, I don't find that boring necessarily.
Such preconceived notions of Guillermo movies, Isla.
Oh, they really do. Well, and it's weird because, like, my preconceived notion of Guillermo movies is that they, like, I always love the concept and the locations and the look and the feel. And for me, you know, a lot of them hit, like, the parts that hit really hard, and then the parts that don't hit feel like kind of a missed opportunity. He's a weird filmmaker for me, because it's like, I love him to pieces, and he seems like a wonderful guy, and I really like his movies, but at the same time, a lot of his movies feel like almost close to disappointing for me sometimes, where it's like, oh, I really want to love this more than I do.
I'm on the same page.
I've ultimately felt that way about Nightmare Alley.
Nightmare Alley was maybe the biggest one.
Yeah. I haven't seen that one. That's one of the only ones I haven't seen. I love the original. The original is such a cool movie, and I haven't seen the new one. But I get what you're saying about Guillermo.
Yeah, I get that.
He's goofy. He's just goofy. And that's kind of like what's great about him. But it's also what keeps me from giving him the, like, 10 out of 10. You know, like, but, like, it's also what keeps me going back to see his movies. You know, he's just hard on his sleeve, and that's appealing.
Well, and
he's got more sentimental in his later movies, you know.
Which,
honestly, like the earliest, like Pan's Labyrinth, Devil's Backbone, Kronos.
Oh, those are hard. Pan's Labyrinth,
Pan's Labyrinth is
hard, more
yeah,
sad shit, and like he always does sadness and like outcasts, that whole vibe. But I feel like, yeah, he's just a little more sentimental, I guess.
For me,
that happens with age sometimes. Yeah.
For me,
you either get depressed or you get sentimental. One of the two.
But in Frankenstein, for me, it works. I mean, I won't say, because you guys haven't seen it, I don't want to, like, you know. I think it's the movie I needed right now in these times. I think that it's the movie it should be for right this moment. And I really enjoyed it. I also, you know, I liked Shape of Water a lot. Like, yeah, it's funny. I honestly think that the trailers for his movies do them a disservice almost every time. Like, especially with Pan's Labyrinth and Crimson Peak, where they're selling one thing, but then the movie is a different thing. Like, the ads for we've talked about this before, but the ads for Pan's Labyrinth, I went into that movie thinking it was just a fantasy, like pure fantasy movie. And so then, like, I wasn't ready to receive, and obviously I was a younger person at that time, so like perhaps my brain was less mutable, but like I wasn't ready to receive a gritty war movie with 10% fantasy, you know, because the trailers were like, this is a 100% fantasy movie, and I was like, Guillermo doing that sounds great. Like, And Crimson Peak is not a horror movie; it's a romance movie.
Yeah,
like it's a love story with ghosts in it, like Bly Manor.
And I'm just like I've been working, so I've been so fucking tired. That's the only reason I didn't watch this like immediately. But because like I didn't want to just throw this on, and I'm like waiting for that perfect moment because building up to this, like Bride of Frankenstein is Guillermo's like favorite thing of all fucking time.
Deservedly so. That movie is so good.
The OG? Yeah.
Obsessed with Bride of Frankenstein. So I'm like, okay, I got to be ready for this in honor of Guillermo. I got to have the right headspace. I've just been waiting for that.
It's funny. I wonder if he'll do Bride after this or what.
I was going to ask both of you if like, do you like or like what's your take on like a filmmaker doing their ultimate passion project that they've been wanting and waiting to do for so long? Like, do you think that's a good thing? Do you think sometimes they can be too close, or do you just think it's like fucking awesome no matter what, win or lose?
That's of course, do it. Yeah. I mean, I don't always think that's their best work, but absolutely, let's see it. Like, why not? Like, that's the point of them getting into, like the business and the work. Like, sometimes I think, like with novels, that tends to work out better. Like with novels, like their like ultimate work that they're trying their whole life to pull off. I tend to think I agree with that author. You're like, yeah, that was your best thing. With movies, it's kind of hit or miss, but I love to see it. Like, like Gangs in New York, or what was Scorsese's other one that he always wanted to do? Killers of the Flower Moon. Was that his other one he was always wanted to do? Like those I don't think are Scorsese's best, but yeah, please like put those out there. Like let's see them. Yeah, and I'm glad to see the work put in for sure. And I think that happens often with directors, but that's okay. I think sometimes they're too close. Especially they've been trying to make it for decades. Yeah. They're too close to get the proper distance they need to evaluate it correctly.
That's kind of the fear. Yeah, sometimes I feel like it's like, oh, maybe they're too close to it. But
it's so interesting. It's because like this makes me think of and my answer is of course yes. Like I want to see all artists deserve to do the art they want to do. As much as anyone deserves anything, which is not, because there's no justice or peace or fairness in the universe. But like the interesting kind of thing with this is like there are three sides to this coin, right? Where it's like filmmakers or creators who come out of the gate with a project that they've had on the burner for 12 years. I think like Get Out or season 1 of True Detective, right? Where it's like, those guys were writing that shit for 10 years plus. And then it comes out of the gate, like, especially in the case of Get Out, like this masterpiece, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
And then, their follow-ups under the pressure of this masterpiece that cooked for 10 years, they threw together in 10 months.
Yeah.
And
more on that.
Maybe not as good.
More to say about us, yeah.
But then the flip side of that is like Megalopolis or whatever, where it's like, someone who's an established, name, an auteur, a big wig in the field or whatever, who gets carte blanche and it doesn't maybe pay off, in the twilight of their career. And it's funny, like, I wonder, like, this would be an interesting concept where it would be, like, passion projects or something where it's, like, which ones do hit? Because I imagine they would be in the middle years sometimes. But so often I think people come out of the gate with their best work. It's kind of interesting. Huh. Oh, well. This is every episode we have a concept that we pitch and then completely forget that we pitched it for an episode.
We still got to do the PTA one. I'm into the PTA one.
Oh, yeah.
Problematic fave, but he's got so many hits. I
need time to rewatch all of his 3-hour movies. I was thinking about Magnolia the other day because Amy Mann came on. The Save Me song came on my YouTube Music or whatever.
Yeah.
She was one of the celebrities who I just couldn't help but talk to because I was listening to her music and then I ran into her in a parking garage after I was listening to her brand new album and I was like, oh, I have to say something. I was like, she was the nicest person though.
So shout out to that new Rosalie album. It's fucking crazy.
Last week.
What's
happened?
that?
They had Punch Drunk Love going at New Beverly last week.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
fun.
a good one. And Philip
Punch
Seymour
Drunk Love,
Hoffman, he's so wild in that. He's very good in
Philip
that.
Seymour Hoffman is crazy in Talented Mr. Ripley. I forget how like
Peeper.
He's
Hey,
right.
Peeper.
Yeah.
I forget how like smarmy he can be.
He's right in that. Yeah. He's so like.
Yeah. So I also saw. Unless you had another thought, Matthew, on auteurs coming out the gate
On Frankenstein.
or anything.
Shout out to Young Frankenstein. 10
Oh,
out
dude.
of fucking 10.
Where was I the other day?
Just shout out. Like, the best.
Oh no, I was at a Halloween party and they had on one of the TVs they had Young Frankenstein
Yes.
playing, and I was like, I can't start watching this. I'm gonna get sucked in.
I'll get sucked
I'm gonna
in,
get
yeah.
sucked in. I
It
gotta
honestly might
rewatch
be my
it.
favorite comedy of all time. I'm like ready to say
I
that.
fucking love that movie. I haven't seen it in a while. As a kid, I always thought it got like depressing toward the end, you know. But I'm wondering if it would hit different now that I'm a grown ass.
I love
bitch.
when comedy has a little bit of sadness, though. Mm-hmm. Just a tinge, you know.
Yeah. I also saw Hedda, which is the Nia DaCosta's version of Hedda Gabler with Tessa Thompson, and they made her ex a woman. So it gives it the, you know, of course, my favorite thing, lesbians. But it gives it such an interesting, different kind of, it's fraught in so many different ways. And they actually engage with, like, they mention, like, because for the first, like, bit of the movie, I was like, is this going to be one of those movies where we just, you know, colorblind, like, don't acknowledge that, you know, some of the races have shifted around, like Tessa Thompson's not white, you know, but they actually say that too, you know, and I'm like, okay, cool. So this is like engaging with these changes in interesting ways. I thought it was
Isn't
really
that
good.
weird though? Like that was such a thing, you know, in the like 90s.
90s,
Like
yeah.
we're not racist because we don't even notice.
Because
you
yeah,
know, and,
Mercutio's just black. It's not a thing. It doesn't matter. Like,
yeah, and like
it's just-
people never snapped out of that. You know,
Yeah.
somehow that became that was like the like politically correct thing to do.
Right,
And,
which-
like sometimes people will like still do that in movies, and it's always so odd. Yeah.
one, it's also just, it's not, I mean, obviously other people could talk better on this than I could, but like, it's just not the interesting way to do it. Like, fucking the Interview with the Vampire TV show is made infinitely more interesting by Louis being black and it engaging with that. And like, that being such a huge part of his lived experience, because fucking obviously it would be. Like, if they had
In the
just like,
South, yeah, for sure.
fucking God. Like, but can you imagine that show if they had just made him black and not dealt with it? Like, just been like, oh, no,
Jesus.
he's same story.
Yeah.
It's just like, no, dude. Like, that is
Going
not
through some of the
chill.
older like Phase 4 MCU shit, and there's even a moment in that I respected that I like didn't even really think about, where Bucky is even like, yo, I didn't think about what it meant for a black man to hold the shield, and I'm
Oh, yeah.
sorry. And he like addresses it straight up, and I just fucking love that. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Actually,
which makes sense for Bucky because he was
Yeah.
born in the 30s or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, he was born in the 20s or whatever. Like, however old he was in World War II, I guess, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But like, probably like
100
20
something,
or
yeah,
whatever.
by then, yeah.
But yeah, he's old.
Yeah.
Like, I liked those moments with original Captain America and Bucky where they're like, where you remember like, oh yeah, this guy's from like the fucking early 1900s. Like, he is learning to catch
Totally.
up. But
I
yeah,
didn't even
so
care about this movie. What the hell?
dude, it is so weird. It
Because
flew
I
under the
liked
radar.
Little Woods.
What?
I liked
yeah.
Little Woods, the DaCosta movie.
Nia
with
DaCosta's
Tessa Thompson.
like, her stuff is cool. Like,
Yeah.
I like the Marvels as well, but this one is really interesting. I went and saw it with my other lesbian friend, and they were playing it in the theater because there's a theater owned by Amazon in, you know, the LA area, and it was still playing there. And so I went there and we saw it in theaters, and it was just us two and one guy.
Wow.
And he was sitting like way in the front, and I was just like, what is the vibe happening in here? This us and this old dude watching this lesbian retelling of Hedda Gabler. I've read A Doll's House by Ibsen, but I have never read or seen Hedda Gabler, weirdly, like, which seems like a huge blind spot because it's like a huge famous thing. The wife from Tar plays the ex-lover in this, who's the actress's name I'm blanking on right now, but she's incredible. Imogen Poots is in it, and she's just radiant as always. I really liked it. I mean, it is. I did not know the story of Hedda Gabler. Oh yeah. I did not know the story of Hedda Gabler, and god damn, that is a fucking intense, weird, just kind of like sad, like, bizarre story.
You know, this is cool because we talked about this on our Marvel versus Scorsese. I like how we were just like scratching at an old wound, but talking about how like
6 years late,
how like these, you know, artsy directors will do a Marvel thing, and then it's like, where does their career go from there? But I like oh, I'm gonna do this story. Like this is something I care about. That's awesome to see. It's not just like, okay, now I'm gonna blow up and do. Not that there's anything wrong with Marvels. You know, like, that's awesome. But, like, it's cool to see them be able to refocus and tell a different story that they care about that's back in that territory of Little Woods. Yeah.
And to have, I just love women filmmakers getting to do the projects they want to do. Like, they described the way they worked on this. I was watching some interviews, and they were just saying, like, they kind of got, you know, a lot of control and got to, like, really collaborate in ways that Nia DaCosta was just saying, like, this is how I want to make movies, like, and I was like, this seems great, like like that's how I want to make movies too, goddamn. But yeah, it was really good, and the costumes were fantastic. Like, these dresses and these outfits, and everyone's different, like, you know, and the movie takes place during a party at this mansion, and, like, you know, characters are in various states of, like, they've gone swimming in the lake, they've done this and this and this. So it's like, it's really fun to see how people get more and more like disheveled as the night goes on, and like these outfits kind of like fall apart and get remixed, and like, I don't know, it's really interesting. Okay, here it is, Huber. Here it is. I've seen the first 2 episodes of Welcome to Derry.
Oh yeah.
And balloons.
That's perfect with the balloons.
Yes. Did you do that on purpose?
No.
Did you do that on purpose?
I forget that this.
That's so good.
That my Mac does this
timing
stupid shit
was so good, but it's not stupid in this case. Yeah.
For listeners, I
so
held up peace signs and my Mac made balloons happen right as I said "Welcome to Derry."
Did you do that, or did the clown do that?
So here's the weird thing is, I really loved the first 2 episodes of Welcome to Derry, and then Sophia was like, we should probably watch these movies. And of course, I've avoided watching It chapters 1 and 2 because the original It, ruined my fucking life as a kid. Like, I saw it, and like, I've talked about this before, but the concept of a thing,
your imagination,
that your imagination fuels it, and by believing in it, you make it stronger, etc., etc. It feeds on your fear, and I'm like, well, I got endless reserves of fear and imagination. And so, like, this thing, I mean, you're wearing a Nightmare on Elm Street shirt. Like, this is, you know, so it's like, those are the 2 things I, like, avoid, is, like, Freddy and It, even though they're not scary, right? But, like, the concept of it is scary. But so we did watch chapter 1, It chapter 1, and I fucking hated it, dude.
I
hated it for that reason or for other reasons?
I thought it was kind of slow. I thought the CG was horrible. I thought it was goofy and not scary. I didn't think it was, I don't know. It's weird because it's like everything I've heard about, I think it's gotten built up because everyone's always like, It chapter 1 is incredible. And like, they always talk about like, Skarsgård's performance and like how he brings so much to the character, and I'm like, I would love to see that under all the CG. And I honestly think that I didn't like it because of all the 2017 just shitty CG like painted on top of everything. Because I think like a lot of it was really good. It also just felt like there were way too many characters. Like you could have cut the number of kids in half, maybe literally, but also just narratively. Like I think you could have combined like 3 of the boys into one boy. Like, you know, like Finn Wolfhard's character who just talks and talks, and then like the other 2, like the germaphobe and the Jewish kid. Like you probably could have like made them one character with those traits and it would have been fine. I just think because like then you could give each character kind of more space, because it felt like simultaneously rushed and also that I didn't get invested in anyone. It felt rushed and kind of tedious. I don't know. I'm being overly hard on it. Movie. What?
It's 5.5 hours though. You've only seen. Did you watch?
I've only seen half. Yeah, I haven't seen part 2.
It gets really good in the 4.5 hour mark.
Yeah.
It's like the RPG that gets good around the 60-hour mark.
Well, but this is the thing, because I've heard from literally everyone that part 2 is not as good.
Yeah,
and so it's like if I didn't like part 1, it's.
You might.
I honestly think.
Weirdly.
What?
You might like part 2 more weirdly.
I might. I mean, the thing. I think maybe it's also because having just watched episodes 1 and 2 of Welcome to Derry, which I love so far, it gave those kids like space to endear me to them, you know? And so like maybe that's what I was wanting, is just like more little moments with the characters so that I like got to know them better.
I get that.
I don't know. I didn't hate it. I was being harsh, but I think like I got parasited on it chapter 1, I think.
You know the original. Go ahead.
The Ben and Bev, will they, won't they, love triangle.
Sure.
I fucking love that shit.
Yeah. I felt bad for the other
in
kid.
the belly by Bowers. Fucking psycho Bowers.
I thought Bowers was like, I mean, pardon the pun, but I thought Bowers was like clownish. Like bullies are hard for me in media because, I mean, I think it's just kind of tired. Like, whatever. It's like, I don't care about you. Like, you're just a dick, whatever. Like, yeah, sure, you're abused also, but it's like that. Give me something else. Like, give me a reason why you're so cartoonishly evil, you know, and like that isn't just an excuse. I don't know. He felt so over the top to me. Like I couldn't buy it. I don't know.
It is pretty over the top though.
Yeah. Oh, for
kind
sure.
Kind of the vibe.
Yeah. It's. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. But
the show was fucking incredible.
I'm into the show.
Yeah.
The original miniseries.
What?
Oh, sorry. The original miniseries, I was going to say, from what I remember, the first half of that, the one from the late 80s, or, that one
with Tim Curry?
It was better. It was better in the first half, and then it kind of fell off in the second half.
Sure.
Because the story is just kind of divided the way it's told. So,
but
I think that's a problem it has faced. Yeah.
The book, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't it? It goes between the timelines, right? It goes from them as adults to them as kids, like simultaneously, kind of. So it kind of tells both at the same time. So it's interesting that a lot of forms of media do like kid half, adult half, because it's like it'd be interesting to like jump between them.
Yeah. In part 2, you do get. Both.
You do jump. Okay. I mean, I'm sure I'll slap it on eventually, but dude, the
show is so fucking good.
The show is so good, and like the period of it, I think, is really helpful to me too. Like I really like that time period.
I feel like, and I'm asking you both as horror fans, I feel like it is the most unhinged, relentless hour of TV like possible for a horror show. Each week, there's only been 2, I know, but it's like, it's either insane shit is going down, like, holy crap, it's out of control. And then even in the quiet moments, there's just this existential dread and fear and tension and, like, real world fear.
Yeah.
There's, like, the fear that's going on in the real world, the fear that, like, could potentially happen. It's just, like, nonstop. There's not even a moment to breathe in that show.
Yeah.
I haven't hit it up yet, but that sold me. Like that statement sold me. Yeah. That's cool. I mean, like that's enough. That's a good pitch right there.
Wow, that's crazy.
And it definitely does some things that surprised me. I was just like, oh, okay. Like, all right. Sick. Go off.
Yeah,
like,
go off.
Go off.
The show goes
off, King.
Go off, King. Oh.
And I think it's cool that the whole creative team for the movies, even if you like,
no, that's the thing is, like,
it's cool.
I acknowledge, like, I honestly think there's just something about seeing the show first and coming back at this thing 7 years late or 8 years late, whatever it is. Like, I think it just aged weird, and it got so overhyped for me that I think I just wasn't really viewing it under a fair conditions.
Well, and then Isla, they have the opportunity now to address exactly your fair criticism of the movie with the characters, and they're just going into the characters now in the show.
More time, like
that hindsight of, like, okay, how can we make this even better? Like, what did we learn from the movies? What did people like? What did they not like? And now we are just, like, going all in characters.
Yeah. Well, because in the movie also, like, you know, it felt like so many things do. Like, it didn't know what to do with, like, the black boy. What's his name? Michael?
Hanlon. Mike Hanlon.
Yeah. Like, wait, is the little boy Mike Hanlon in the movie too?
There's a lot of Yeah, the in the movie it's Hanlon, and in the
in the show it's Hanlon.
Yeah, Grandpa.
So they're just same name.
Grandpa.
Because that's the guy in The Shining.
Yeah. And then when the sheriff. Bowers.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is neat. But, like,
there's a lot, yeah.
But, like, in the movie, it felt like, you know, like so many things do, it's like they didn't know what to do with his character. So he kind of just, like, shows up for a second toward the beginning and then just shows back up later, and you don't get to know, like, enough about him. And I don't know, everything just felt like they kind of just, like, ticked a box where they're like, her dad's abusive. He's homeschooled because everyone's racist. Like, this kid's struggling under the, you know, like, rigors of, you know, like, struggling with learning the Torah. You know, like, they're just, like, literally ticking all these boxes of, like, here's the thing that this kid's dealing with. Okay, clown murder. And I'm just like, what if we just do 3 of these characters and actually, like, have characters?
Get into it. Yeah. As opposed to archetypes.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, at the same time, it is kind of like a big kind of horror genre pastiche, and I get that, and I love that. So it's, whatever. Well, anyway, I've been talking for 43 minutes. What do you guys
That's what I'm here for. I'm here to hang out.
I mean, it's a talkie.
I love you, Isla. I want to hear what you have to say.
Max.
What have you guys seen lately?
Definitely it. For sure. Episode 3 tonight.
Ooh, that's tonight. Okay.
Yeah. You want me to go?
Yeah, go
I
for
got
it.
like 2 shows I've been watching. What was it? Finished Daryl Dixon. We don't need to talk about it. It was okay. Kind of spun.
We don't need to talk about it.
It was fine. Like one of my least favorite Walking Dead seasons of anything.
Oh, what a bummer! Because I know you love that stuff.
Yeah,
and to be disappointed. Are you falling off the series as a whole, or just this kind of like?
Not until Daryl Dixon and Rick Grimes reunite. It's been like 7 real world years. I'm waiting until the moment. Yeah.
You're a real fan. You're a real fan. I love that though.
And even though
this is like One Piece now. Like,
even though it was a bad season. I still get to hang out with Norman Reedus / Daryl Dixon, so that in itself is like, I'm cool, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And then
your friends are over.
I have 2 surprisingly good ones. Talamasca. This is
the
Interview with the
Secret
Vampire
Service Interview with the Vampire
Immortal
spin-off,
Verse, Anne Rice.
I want those to be good, but it seems like Interview with the Vampire universe, that's the only good one. But this one's good?
This one, it is fucking cozy.
Nice.
The mystery is good. It's got the lady from Downton Abbey, the like main mom lady. She's like a head honcho in Talamasca. There's just a really good setup and premise of like, she gets a guy who needs to infiltrate the London branch of Talamasca that's been compromised, is like the basic setup premise. And it's just like a fucking supernatural spy thriller, which I was just kind of not expecting. There's like vampires, there's all this other shit, like off to a really good start. There's been like 4 episodes, I think, and there's only going to be 6, so it's pretty tight.
Oh, okay. I love that.
They already have connections to Interview with the Vampire, of course. Like, dude, it is good.
Is it like Agent Carter vibes, kind of? Because you said it was cozy.
Yeah, they're just like on location in London, a lot of places. Like, it's filmed really nice.
Oh, here we go. Spies in London, like slow horses.
That's
here we go.
Fucking like literally learning about dead drops. Like, it's good. It's seriously good.
Is it set in the modern day? Okay. Yeah.
Modern
day. So
it's
like concurrent with Interview.
Yeah. So,
well, I suppose because the one character talks to one of the Talamasca guys in Interview. Okay.
Totally.
I've seen like 2 episodes of Mayfair Witches,
which is not good at all. Every episode I watch of that show, I'm on my phone.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That brings up that. Oh yeah, that was something I wanted to mention. Because it's like, and I don't know, like I don't know people's lives. I don't know what they're doing, but I was wondering about because I saw Frankenstein in theaters, and then now that it's out on Netflix, I'm hearing a lot of like more negativity toward it. And I do wonder if, home viewing, maybe second screen viewing has a part of that. Because it's like, this is an actual movie. Like, it's not Netflix dumbing down a show so that you can watch it while you're on your phone.
Right, Isla. What a take. Yes.
I try not to look at my phone. If I'm gonna watch something, I'm gonna watch something. I can't say I'm perfect about it. Like, if I'm like looking at my phone, then I'm already checked out. I'm not watching that show.
Yeah.
I only
or if I have to look at my phone, I'll pause.
Yeah. I only do it with shows that I half want to watch, like Mayfair Witches. It's like, well, I want to be in the Immortal verse and like be fully caught up with everything, but it's not good. So if I'm on my phone, it's like, the show is not.
Or if I'm like, who the fuck is this? I love this person. Like, then I'll make an exception, but otherwise I try not to be on it.
But I mean, like, we're beyond the pale here, because it's like, we're through the looking glass here, people, because like Netflix and all these other things, like, they are giving the direction to their creators. Make this understandable to people who are on their phones. So it's like, you never know, like, if you're watching I don't know if they gave Mayfair Witches this directive, but like, you never know if you're watching a show. Like, I'm someone who wants to sit down and watch a show, right? That's why Pluribus was so refreshing, because it felt like it wasn't dumbing it down for at all, right? Mm-hmm. And like, I'm so used to things being dumbed down that it's like, frankly, it's insulting if I end up watching a show that feels like it was made for people to be looking at their phones. I'm just like, hey,
disposable.
I want to watch your show. I don't want to look at my phone. Like, so you're telling me not to watch your show because you don't value my full attention. So that means you're not making an actual product. Like, you're not making art. You're making a consumer good.
Yeah.
Like, you're making background noise, and I don't want to sit and give that my attention.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, this isn't like, I've worked in TV for a long time, even before and after game trailers. I was making trash TV, hopefully sometimes good TV, but I worked on that tattoo show, LA Ink.
Oh, yeah.
about making tattoos. It was like maybe the first tattoo show. I can't remember. Somebody has the tattoo show wiki and they can check my facts. But like they were like, we're making shows for people who do their laundry while they watch TV shows.
Right.
And they would
So it's
give us
been
notes
like
that
this a
say
long
that.
time.
There were just like tiers. I mean, like prestige TV wasn't really, a thing until like Lost. I mean,
Until
they had
Lost,
like
yeah.
they had like Hill Street Blues and a few things like that, and
Yeah.
The Wire. But like,
The Wire.
like it's always been a thing. Even before people were glued to their phones, there were
was
just
HBO
like.
only.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure, yeah.
and now it's started to creep more though. Now that
Like
social
daytime
media is
TV,
a
yeah,
thing.
like-
But they used to give that note, like, instead of, like, people being on their phones, like, people are doing their laundry while they watch our show. So make sure, we repeat what happened in the last scene.
Which is
Like,
good, which is
yeah.
why like Mayfair Witches and this next one I'm going to talk about, The Witcher, are nice because sometimes I'm just so exhausted. Like,
Oh, yeah.
get home from fucking work and I'm just so goddamn tired, and like Frankenstein, I need my brain. I need my
Yeah.
brain. But it's like,
Yeah.
well, I don't, and a video game, I need my brain. I can't even play some like Death Stranding or something. That's a little intense.
For sure.
So then I'll just throw on something like
Well, and then, like, yeah, let me be clear. Is like, yeah, I'm not advocating that everything needs to be
No.
high art, full attention stuff. Like, obviously, I'm very excited for things to exist that are do your
disposable
laundry while you're.
shit.
Yeah, for sure.
I kind of
Like,
just love the
obviously-
middle ground. You want your
Yeah.
good stuff to be good and your, relaxing stuff to be relaxing, but don't muddy it up. Don't
But I
don't
don't.
trash
Yeah,
down the good
I
stuff.
want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know going in. I want to know ahead of time. It's like the trailer for your dog movie needs to tell me if the dog lives before I
100%.
go in, right? And it's like I need to know if this is a mommy needs to pay attention show or a turn your brain off and like sit around thing. Like
Cell phones on, cell phones off. Like
yeah,
little
give me a
tag,
symbol. Yeah,
Yeah.
phones
The
down.
Witcher is that middle ground. It's both. It's like really freaking good, really freaking casual. Like I can like space out for a minute, but I'm like so invested and engaged. Obviously this season, baggage. Got a lot of baggage coming
New
in.
Witcher.
Season 4 of The Witcher. I have personally loved all 3 seasons of The Witcher. It's been a bit divisive, mostly positive. It's one of those shows that's getting hate from all sides. So you have the people against women, haters, the anti-woke people.
We're the
You
worst,
have-
frankly.
You have the Henry Cavill enthusiasts, haters coming in that are like, no, like I stand with Henry people. And then you have like the book people who are like, oh, deviations from the book. Like, so you just have like all these factions colliding into this intense hate of the show.
Yeah.
Specifically right now with season 4.
Yeah.
Even when they recast, I don't like recasting ever in movies and shows.
Yeah.
I get like
It's
annoyed
always
by it.
usually a disappointment.
Yeah. I mean, no disrespect
Except in
to Liam
Fire Walk with
Hemsworth.
Me.
No
Except in
disrespect
times when if someone is like, yeah, if someone like did something bad or something and they replaced them, I'm like, yeah, go for it.
to- yeah. And then, I like Henry Cavill as an actor, whatever. And then like Liam Hemsworth, I got nervous because it's like, oh, it's the Econo Hemsworth here. No offense, Liam Hemsworth. Incredible
He's the Liam Hemsworth at
Geralt.
home. Yeah.
Liam Hemsworth is crushing it. I'm like on episode 6 out of 8. He's got heart. He's got fucking like power and aggression of Geralt. He's like sensitive and dangerous and all the things that Geralt is. It's so fun. It's such a good character. This season is like this season is really nailing the like Band of Misfits vibes and outcasts of
I like
like
that.
we've got the dwarves in there, we've got the elves in there, we've got the witches in there. Like it is so fun. And out of nowhere, teeny tiny casting spoiler, holy fuck, I did not know this until they appeared on my screen. Lawrence Fishburne
Oh damn.
as
cool.
one of my favorite characters in all of The Witcher, Regis the vampire from the Blood and Wine expansion. Holy crap, Lawrence Fishburne as this
Lawrence
vampire
Fishburne
character.
vampire. Here we go.
It's
Yeah.
so awesome. And then out of nowhere, I never know how to pronounce his name, Sharlto Copley, District
Oh, yeah.
9.
Charles Copley.
Yeah. He's in there as like some psycho Witcher hunter, dude. It is like
a Witcher hunter.
Yeah, hunting
Whoa.
down Witchers,
Crazy.
taking them out.
I thought Witchers were the one what hunted.
And then I just I love the Witcher universe so much. I love how brutal and ruthless and adult. Like, there was an episode. One of the things I always judge how intense a thing is, I've brought this up before with Halloween 2018. Anytime you show a child get murdered, nothing more intense, 10 out of 10 extreme. There was an episode where a guy just rode by and like sliced this kid's neck, blood going everywhere. Like,
I thought you were about to say 10 out of 10, great, perfect movie.
10 out of 10.
Just crazy. Yeah,
I mean,
so good.
It's like the most hardcore thing you can do, I think.
It is.
One of them. Yeah, one of them.
The Witcher pulls no punches and addresses injustice really well. I'm into it. I love it.
What is that in where Batman, I think? Where the Batman, maybe, when he punches
even
Gordon?
Joker wouldn't kill baby Batman.
Yeah.
That's how you know killing kids is bad.
In
Let's
Halloween,
see what-
But when he
there's
says-
the scene where Michael Myers walks by and looks at the baby, but then leaves, doesn't kill the baby.
Well, but I was just gonna say when Gordon is like, you could have pulled your punches or whatever, and then Pattinson's like, I was.
So good. Yeah. So very impressive,
hell yeah.
Liam Hemsworth. I just want to give a shout out to you, Liam. I know you watch this podcast. You're doing great.
Friend of the pod.
Yeah,
Friend of the
don't-
pod, yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
listen to the haters. Seriously, like you did really well. Yeah.
It's like when you find out you've got Hemsworth at home, but it's like the better one. It's like, oh, I like that one better.
Oh,
It's better than the one at the
I'm
restaurant.
a fan.
Yeah. I've always
That's
loved
pretty
Lawrence Fishburne, but like a special new appreciation for him because he looks, or my father-in-law looks a lot like him. I don't know which one's older, but
Yeah.
it's just cute. I
Love
just think that's fun.
Oh, love Lawrence Fishburne. Fucking icon.
My friend works with him, and I was so proud of him and thrilled for him when it happened, and he'll be embarrassed if I say his name, but I think he listens to this, so still very proud of you and all the work you do. He knows which one of my good friends, so.
Shout out.
It's weird to me to think about people listening to this podcast because it just feels like we're just vibing. Hi,
Yeah,
everyone.
that's
Thank
okay.
you so
We'll
much for
vibe, we'll
listening.
vibe with all our listeners.
Yeah, we're vibing alongside you.
Just vibing.
All right, Matt, what have you seen lately that you've...
Okay, I have some Halloween wrap-ups because it was,
hell yeah.
it was October, and got to see some scary movies, and I saw some good ones.
So many also.
I saw some good ones. So, what did I watch? I watched that I didn't talk about last episode because we kind of split October in half.
Yeah.
I watched the Hollow, which our listener. I'm so sorry, my memory is terrible. I have your name on our Discord, but I appreciate you and love you. You recommended that to me. It was scary. I was like, freak me out, make me lose my shit, listeners, and I begged them for scary recommendations, and they recommended that one. And it was like this Irish folk horror thing, and it was
new?
It was scary. It was like in the last 5 or 6 years, 10 years, sometime in the last decade. It was recent-ish, and it had some scary moments for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, and I like how it follows the folk horror template of like a family
Love
goes
folk
to
horror.
this new place, and do the outsiders hate them, or are they trying to warn them? And then it's got some spooky moments. The car scene out in the field with the little creatures. Holy
Love
shit!
a car scene. in
That
a
spooked
field.
me. Oh yeah,
In fact,
that
any
spooked
horror
me.
scene in a field is usually
yeah.
pretty intense.
Yeah, some good shit in there. Thank you for the recommendation.
Did we talk about The Ritual last month? I
Yes,
don't remember if
you
I
did.
mentioned I talked about The Ritual. Okay, yeah.
I think you did.
Good folk horror. I watched The Ritual. The
Oh,
one with
nice.
the guys on
I
the
remember
walk,
you did.
not the other 4 movie, not the Dan Stevens one that has like a 3 on Rotten Tomatoes.
I saw. Okay, so Huber, I went to a haunted house in real life. and it was a great one. It was so fucking good. Really nice people. Really nice people who ran it because they had some good music playing. I was like, what is this music? I emailed them afterwards. It was like a song from 28 Days Later or whatever. But like, I was like, I recognize this. And I was like in this maze and these things. Yeah, that one. Yeah. And they use it in game trailers and stuff. Yeah. But like monsters were chasing me in a real maze. And then that song was playing. And it was like, oh, this is so good. And then so I watched a found footage horror movie, and I was like, I don't know if Michael's seen this. I bet he has. I got to talk to him about it. What is it called? I got it on my list here. It was called Hell House LLC.
I've seen the first one.
Yeah.
I've seen the first Hell House.
Yeah.
Like
what are your thoughts about the first one? Did you like it or not?
I love the first one, yeah.
Yeah, the first one's cool.
Yeah.
I feel like, so I'm not a fan of Blair Witch, and I just think I didn't see it at the time. I don't know if I would have liked it at the time. I just saw it too late. I saw it like a year ago or something. Yeah. So
it was
I
a
just wasn't there.
phenomenon.
You have to be on the ground floor. You have to be on the ground floor of Blair Witch.
Just hearing about it scared me as a kid.
Now
as a
it's just
14-year-old.
kind of like, oh, here's some sticks on the ground, and just you had to be there.
Yeah. At the time, those sticks were terrifying.
Yeah. So now, like, I feel like watching a Hell House right after I went to a real life haunted house, like, it was cool. So, Isla, do you know about this movie? Oh, you're up there in your boxes. Over
I've
here
heard
for
of
me.
it,
You're over here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, it's basically this crew of, like, actors who put on real life haunted houses, and they travel around. They buy this house, and like, oh, rumors of real murders happen there, and weird shit happens in the house, and they're like, we're gonna put on this haunted house no matter what. We must go forward. And one of the team is like doing a documentary about them getting their house together.
I had this idea in film school. I was like, I'll make a thing about a haunted house, but halfway through, I mean, it's not that complicated of an idea, but
yeah, it was good. It was good. Like, I feel like this is kind of like, somebody had to start the found footage thing that Blair Witch did, but I think this really iterated on the idea very well and was what I wanted Blair Witch to be. And talk about scary clowns from it. This may be the scariest clown I've seen in a movie.
Oh, wow.
Scariest clown. Like, it is a gnarly ass clown.
Don't scare me sometimes.
For sure. Yeah. So I liked it. I don't want to overhype it, but it was pretty good. I was like, this did the job. I think that might have been like one of the scarier movies I saw for Halloween this year. I think it just, haunted houses in real life freak me out because I'm like, I don't know who those people are in there. They come really close to you. Yeah. Sometimes they have weapons. Sometimes they have weapons. They got
accidents
knives.
Happen.
They got knives. They got chainsaws in real life haunted houses. Like, I hope I can trust you. I don't know who the fuck you are waving that shit in my face. Yeah. So they kind of freak me out. Like, So it's like a trust exercise in real life to be like, except with strangers. Like, okay, I trust you not to just go ape and like slice me up.
Have you? We talked about it before, I think, but I can't remember if you've seen them. Have you seen Deadstream and Host?
Yeah, I loved Host. I watched that.
So scary.
I watched that like the day it came out, the day it got released.
That one,
and it was
that
like
movie scared
pandemic.
me.
It came out like a month or two into the pandemic, so I just been alone in my house. Well, with
that movie
Jessica,
scared me so much. Yeah,
I stopped it because I was high, but also like we're in the middle of pandemic freakiness.
Yeah.
We didn't know if the world was going to end at the start of the pandemic. Like, they didn't have vaccines. They had no idea of vaccines. Like, that shit could have gone on for 5 years, rough, 6 years of like the whole world getting wiped out. We really didn't know then.
Yeah.
So anyway, in that paranoid mindset, watching this, and then like people are, Host is like, well, we talked about it last time, but yeah, it was a scary movie.
You should watch Deadstream also. I enjoyed it.
Is it the same people?
Roy the Curse. No. You will both love that one.
Which one?
That's another one I want to see.
Best found footage movie.
Yes, I want to see it, but I haven't talked to anybody with
Roy the Curse. It's a Japanese one. It's really fucking good.
Okay, cool. I'm interested in that, but I didn't know who to trust about it. I haven't talked to anybody. Okay, cool. Thank you. You are my movie advisor. Yes.
I
can't wait.
That one.
Cool.
We're
And then
almost.
so I watched for some just fun goofy vibes, I watched Elvira, Mistress
yeah.
of the Dark.
Never heard
I've
of
never seen any Elvira stuff. You know, I just known of her and the
Yeah,
culture,
same,
you
I
know, as
think.
this kind of like,
Educate
you know,
me.
like,
What is it?
Elvira, she's
know
kind of like
Elvira?
the scantily
Elvira? No,
clad,
don't
introduces B movies, this Halloween fixture.
Girl
if you look up a
Spangoolie.
picture of Elvira, you'll know you'll be like,
You know
oh, okay.
Elvira? What the hell's happening
Okay,
right now?
I haven't seen, I don't know anything about it. I've never seen
Yeah.
any of it, but I've seen that image of that person.
You've seen Elvira
yeah.
as a
She's
picture,
like Morticia
yeah.
Adams, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but I'm in the same boat as you. I know of her. I just don't know anything she'd done. So I was like, oh, we'll throw on a movie because we want something goofy. It was fun. It was cool. It kind of reminded me of Wayne's World.
Yeah, it's like very self-aware, right? I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's actually like
lots of
surprisingly
goofy
good.
jokes. She's very sex positive. Lots of fun puns. It's silly, but like, yeah, it was a fun just like romp, a Halloween romp. If you just want something goofy, low level, like it's campy, but not bad campy. She's like all these like hardcore religious people in her town are against her that she moves into, and then there's a curse she's got to break. But it's cool. That's also kind of folk horror in a way.
Oh, funny.
Yeah. So that was good for Halloween. I'm trying to think of anything else I hit up good for Halloween. Oh, my Halloween. Oh, one other thing. Exuma. Do you guys know Exuma, the Korean movie?
One that came out
sounds
like a
familiar.
year or two ago.
Year ago. You saw this, Hubert?
Yeah, dude.
It was good.
I love that one.
so good. It's got the old boy in it. It's got old boy in it.
Of course. I like it a little less than The Wailing because I like The Wailing.
Similar to The Wailing.
Yeah.
Similar to The Wailing.
Yeah.
Okay, but
I
what
still
about the
love that
shaman
one.
scene, the kind of like shamanic ritual? This one, I feel like that ritual maybe is a little bit better than the Wailing's one.
Yeah, I'll give it that for sure.
Yeah, because when she's doing her like, I'm gonna do some pig blood on my face, I was like, holy shit, this may be the best movie I've ever seen. It's not the best movie I've ever seen, but when that's happening and the editing's going on, oh, okay, that's all I'll say about that movie. It's good.
Good one.
It was hyped up a lot last year, and it was not overhyped. It was good. It was a lot of fun. And a Halloween night movie. I have to ask you all because I'm curious. Maybe you mentioned this on the 500 episode of Easy Allies. I'm halfway through listening. Did you mention all what you listened to for Halloween night, or?
I don't think
I'm
it
curious
came
what
up,
you.
no.
Okay. Well, I watched Us again. I've seen it a couple times. Just because I was like, I want something reliable, creepy, but that I've seen before, because I want to know the mood that I'm putting on. I don't want to get like a downer. I want to watch something
Right.
a little scary, but I just don't want to get. You could have a bust. You don't want to bust out on Halloween night.
You don't want
You don't want to bust out on Halloween night.
And if you bust, you gotta bust cool, you know?
Yeah. So I watched Us, and that movie like dropped.
Hands across
like
America.
yeah, it kind of drops the ball at the end, and I feel like everybody kind of feels that way. But when it's good, it's good. It's good. It's got great moments. Like that moment when all the kids are at what's her name, Elizabeth Moss, when they're at her house investigating, and the kids are kind of like creeping up the stairs, and fuck the police is playing.
Yeah.
And it's some counter like music programming going on, where it uses like a pop song to be creepy instead of creepy music to be creepy.
That's cool.
I feel like Us was a little early to start doing that. Now lots of horror movies do that, where it's like instead of a creepy song, we'll play something fun, and that's even more scary.
Yeah.
I feel like when I watched it in the theater, I was like, whoa, this is even more tense.
I mean, I think about it in Get Out, the car playing that weird ass old like Run Rabbit song that like
Yeah.
I don't know if it has racist history, but like the framing of it in the movie is like makes it very intense. Like yeah.
Love Get Out. Holy shit. One of the best movies ever.
Yeah, I mean, Get Out is his best movie in terms of its tight, like, and its messaging, and it was just had such a powerful impact. I think Us has its highs are better, but it gets very muddy in terms of what it's trying to say, and its symbolism is both heavy-handed and confusing at the same time. And I've watched it a couple times, and I'm like, oh, it just needs some cleanup. You know, I feel like it's the
Needs the
director's
Isla cut.
Yeah, it does. It does. It doesn't
Yeah.
mean the Isla cut. It's, you know, maybe 10, 15 minutes too long.
Yeah.
And if you just lifted some stuff out of
Yeah.
the story,
Too
you could
long
have
I can deal with. Yeah. I can
Yeah,
fix that.
left you leave it more vague, more mysterious why they're there with just a little hint. I think it could be creepy and a little
Yeah, I
bit
do
more
feel like it
meaningful.
over explains it a little.
Yeah, but not with a way that leaves you with any kind of resonance. So,
Yeah.
but here I am, like I'm just a white dude saying how like his movie about America and racism could be better. But so fuck me. But like, it's a great movie. I love it like enough to have watched it like 5 times. So it's good.
That's why I liked Nope. Like obviously I think Nope obviously is not like a perfect film, but like, and it was doing a lot of different things and had a lot of spectacle. But like, I think that in a weird way, by being so maximalist and having so much going on, it kind of helps its own point in a strange way. Like
Nope
that
does
film,
work better in that
That
sense.
film being bloated is almost like part of the point, kind of. It's like in a weird, I don't know.
Nope is trying to do different things than us, I think.
Oh, for sure.
You're totally right, though. I think Nope does achieve its goals a little bit better.
What did you watch on Halloween Island?
I was at a party, so that party was the one that was playing Young Frankenstein. So I guess I saw a bit of Young Frankenstein, and also
That's cool.
they were playing like old. One of the other TVs was playing like, what was it? It was like the old animated Sleepy Hollow. I don't know if it's Disney or
Ichabod
not.
Crate.
about
It's
that.
the Disney Ichabod Crate. It's
Ichabod
It's actually a
Crate.
half. There was like a double pack of that with
Right.
Mr. Toad, I believe.
Yeah. So they were playing that on one of the TVs, and Young Frankenstein on another TV.
Very cool.
This house had a lot of TVs. they had like sometimes 2 in the same room, and I was like, "What's happening?"
Here we go. I got 2
yeah.
in the same room.
I mean, I had 4 in my room as a teenager, so who am I to talk? But like, yeah. Anyway,
Cool.
So yeah, I didn't sit and watch a movie on Halloween, but I was trying to watch other stuff like around Halloween. Yeah.
What about you, Mike?
I always go classic. Gotta go classic.
Yeah.
It's just like my tradition, you know. Like Halloween, the night before Halloween, I'll do something like newer, maybe, or I'm a little more modern. I did The Descent the
Yes,
night before
yes,
because I hadn't
yes,
seen it in
yes.
like 5-10 years. I was like, this, when it came out, was one of my favorite horror movies of all time, and I watched it a lot of times.
I still need to do that. I like
Do
I got
it.
to
Do it.
Well, no,
I was like,
I
does it
watched.
hold up?
I sat down by myself one time to sit down because Sophia loves that movie too, and I sat down by myself like years ago to watch it.
Yeah.
And I got to the rebar coming through the windshield,
Yeah.
like sudden flashback, and I was like, "This is too jumpy for me." Like
There
I just
are
couldn't do
so many jump scares, Isla, and there's a lot
Yeah.
of really good ones for sure. But I'm actually glad to say it holds up. It held up for sure for me. I was like, okay, it's
That's
still
good.
really, really good.
because his
Pretty
new one is
scary.
like looks like weird garbage, like 0 budget lesbian schlock.
Which one?
Like his new one.
Oh, he's fallen off so hard.
I don't even know what it's. I can't even remember what it's called, but it looks like one of
He
those
makes trash.
things where it's like Skinamax, almost like a step.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. It might. I don't know, but
Yeah.
and I don't want to be mean, but the trailer did not look great.
Totally. But on Halloween night, The Exorcist.
Ooh,
Had to hit it up.
one of the classics of all the classics.
William
Classic of all the classics.
Friedkin. Huh?
I love a classic on Halloween night. It's so fun. It made me think, finishing it, it was so interesting about movies' reputations and what becomes the big like thing about it. And it's like, wow, one, Max von Sydow was in this movie for like 9 minutes.
That's
Goes out a
true.
window.
He's
Crazy,
in that.
Yeah.
He's defenestrated.
And the famous like her walking down the stairs thing is in like the extended cut. It's not even in the original
There's like a
theatrical.
weird bunch of cuts for that movie.
Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, shit.
Wait, it's not even in the theatrical?
Not even in the theatrical.
That's crazy.
I know, and I was just like, wow, well, like what we remember of, and like what's the lasting impact of some of these movies, and sometimes it's like a tiny little part.
Play It Again Sam isn't in Casablanca. That's not even in that movie. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that's one of the famous like misquotes or whatever. She says like,
"Play it for me, Sam." Or
play it for me, Sam, or play as time goes by. Something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you enjoy it though? That's what I want to know. Yeah.
Holds up.
Hit the way you wanted to.
Oh yeah. Classic. Just such a slow burn. Like a 10 out of 10 slow burn.
I remember as a teenager when I first saw it, I was like pretty bored.
it honestly, like that's why I feel like so much of, and we kind of touched on it with Guillermo and Frankenstein and stuff, of like horror user reviews are always the most divisive user reviews of all time. Because you turn on The Exorcist not knowing anything and just hearing about, the scary movie, let's get Exorcist. And it's like, dude, this is 2 hours of like slow ass, no music, people talking about medicine.
People being like, well, we tried this and it didn't work. Well, let's try this. No, that didn't work either. Okay, well, now what do we do? Let's talk about it for 12 minutes. Cool.
For sure.
But it works though.
Yeah. Oh, I have one last thing for what I watched. Last night I watched House of Dynamite. To tie in with our nuclear war.
I've been waiting for this too. I'm too tired.
Well, it'll wake you up. So here's what I'll say about it. The first half, I really liked a lot. The first half I thought was excellent, and I was excited because Catherine Bigelow I have fallen off of hard. I mean, Near Dark, one of my favorite movies ever. Point Break, one of my favorite movies ever.
Exactly.
She's extraordinarily talented.
Near Dark is Strange Days again because I've only seen like part of it.
Yeah, it might be the best vampire movie for me. And then Point Break.
It's so depressing.
Point Break may be better than Speed, and you know how much I love Speed. I love Speed so much, but so that's Catherine Bigelow is just extraordinarily talented.
Yeah.
But like she has a lot of problems. I think that I will just say. She worked with the CIA to make torture propaganda, and that's like she literally did. She worked with the CIA. There are like books about it where they're like, "Here, put this in. It makes torture look better." Yeah.
Her weird like I don't know if there's more than 3, but like her weird triptych of like I love American military movies are so odd to me. Like I really didn't like The Hurt Locker. We've talked about it before, mostly because of the sentence at the beginning that tells you the premise of the movie, and then every scene is just that over and over again. And the Isla cut for that would be just don't have that sentence at the beginning of the fucking movie that tells you what the movie's about. And it would honestly like double the quality of the movie, but in my opinion. But so I haven't watched Zero Dark 30 or this or any of her other like weird military. I'm not interested in the military either, really. But like it just seems like a weird shift. I mean, I guess I see the pipeline, but like I was just talking about this the other day where it's like I love Point Break and Near Dark, and like I've only seen like an hour of Strange Days when I was a teen on like HBO or whatever, and I stopped it because I was like, I gotta watch this from the start. This is crazy. But like, yeah, I want her to do that weirdo shit again.
Yeah, well, this isn't weirdo shit, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I will say
love
this.
Rebecca Ferguson.
I will say this though, it's not. It doesn't seem like CIA propaganda. I mean, it probably had collaboration with the military to be like, this is accurate, but it doesn't seem like torture is good.
Educate me about the torture is good CIA
so
propaganda.
She actually collaborated.
When I watch Zero Dark 30, I'm like, the American military is doing this? That's fucked up. That's my thought.
Yeah, so I'll get you the.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of homework. There's some reading
I
material.
wanna
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. And I'm glad you wanna read it. And I don't want to say it inaccurately because I had to read like a lot to learn the specifics. Basically, she worked with the CIA, and this sounds like conspiracy stuff, but they're like academic books about it, where she was like, oh, could you give me some advice so that the like weapons and infiltration stuff is accurate? And they were like, sure, Catherine Bigelow, come to lunch with us. This is so great that we're going to collaborate on this movie. And they'd be like, oh, change this part of the script. Oh, change this part of the script. Wow. And actually, this part over here where we torture this person, change this part and change this part. And they actually changed the part of the screenplay to make the screenplay historically inaccurate.
Holy
to make it look like when they tortured the person
that it was more important than it actually was. I do remember.
Yes, that. Exactly. And it was in the middle of wars that the United States was doing to make it look like, yeah, look, it's actually good when we torture people because it gives information that's valuable to us. And it's really awful.
Clearly now.
And it's terrible that we do it. And the people that do it are morally ambivalent. And it's really gross. Oh, it's so gross that we did that bad thing. Oh, it was terrible. It sucks that the world is so hard and bad that sometimes we get these pieces of information. What do? It's such a confusing world.
Yeah. Why are
and they're
you
like,
making
hey,
Daddy
great,
hit you?
hey, yeah, hey, great job, Catherine Bigelow. You want to come out to these great lunches with us and meet all these important people at the CIA? And like, there are books about it, and it's like they really wined and dined her, and they're like, hey, if you want even more stuff to make this accurate, we can like loan you these like set pieces for your movie, but we think you need to like make this change in your screenplay. Now, I don't want to, get this wrong because they're academics who will actually have written about
above my
this.
pay grade.
Yeah. Contact me in the Discord, or I'll even link in the YouTube because I want to make sure it's accurate because it's important and I care about this a lot.
Same.
But that's the general broad overview of it. But I'll share it with you. I'll share it in there. And it's so disappointing
because makes total sense now because I
it
know that movie very well. So
these movies are interesting though because it's like, and again, I've just seen The Hurt Locker, but it's like it did kind of ride that line where it was like, okay, obviously you're showing the impacts of PTSD and like the kind of like thrill addiction or whatever that this character is suffering from, and it's like you're not painting it in a positive light exactly, but at the same time it does feel like there is that other edge that's like hard to put my finger on, where it's like, but it doesn't feel like a condemnation. Like, I don't know. Like, it doesn't feel like you're condemning issue. It's a very complicated issue. And like, which I mean makes it interesting. I don't know, but
yeah, and she's fascinating because I think she's one of our best directors, and like I think that she is extraordinarily talented, and you also hate to put it in the bucket of also an important female film director, but also she really is, and like because few women get the opportunities they deserve to direct films, and so it's awesome that she was able to put her mark on like American filmmaking, and then it sucks to see this happen, but like tons of men make these kinds of awful mistakes all the time, and tons of men make war propaganda for the United States.
Did you see Detroit?
Yeah. I have not.
Okay.
I've not seen Detroit. But sorry, I know this is such a big digression. I did watch this movie because I care about nuclear war. I had a job where I went door to door trying to get people to sign up and help lobby Congress against nuclear weapons. And so I'm just very invested, and I learned a lot about.
You have done like 3 lifetimes worth of shit.
Yeah, you've lived 9.
I'm old.
Who are you?
I'm
You're
old.
not that old. You're only a little older than me.
Yeah, no, I'm not that old, but I have a lot of interests. Too many. But yes,
Fascinating, man.
I care about nuclear war. and not having it happen, So I was
mean-
interested in this movie, and it was very accurate from what I understand of the issue. And the first half is tense and riveting, and just one of the better movies about the subject. And then the last half I have issues with, and I won't say what, but I think it's worth watching. And I know that the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists, they're the people who did the Midnight Clock. We're 2 minutes closer to nuclear war. We're 1 minute closer to nuclear war. They are happy the movie's out. They are holding discussions and panels with Netflix because of it. They're promoting the movie. And so it's worth seeing. I have issues with it, but it's more about the filmmaking aspect. That's my primary problem. If this were any other movie about another subject, I would have been like, drops the ball in the second half. It gets a little, baggy and sentimental, So, but, it's good that this movie's out there. Hopefully it'll piss people off and make them not want nuclear weapons to be in the world. Go see it. So,
First movie in
that's my
8 years.
opinion.
Wow.
Waiting.
Yeah, Rayfu's in it. I know we're all Rayfu fans, and Idris Elba. Yeah, it's a hot slice of movie.
Dude, when is season 3 of Silo?
Yeah.
When is Dr. Sleep 2? I love Rebecca Ferguson. Anyway, all right. Should we talk about costumes? All right. So this month we asked our patrons at patreon.com/reactionshots about best dressed, baby. Which movies have the best costumes? And so we're going to talk about that. I thought it was bridges the gap from the costumed holiday of Halloween, at least here in the States, and then into, kind of the awards season where best costumes, gets a lot of attention. And I think this is a subject I'm interested in, and I always like fancy dresses. And
The very
Frankenstein
first
has great
Academy
dresses.
Award winner for Best Costume was 1948,
Oh,
Hamlet.
That's late.
Black and
Is that
white.
Hays
There were
Code?
actually 2 here. This is an interesting distinction here. 1948 Oscars. 2 different Oscars for Best Costume Design. Hamlet for black and white movies. Joan of Arc for color.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. 48 was
that's
Paramount
interesting.
Degree, not-
So was this Olivier's Hamlet, or which one? I'm curious.
Roger K. First was the person. Yeah, Olivier was.
Yeah, because I wonder if he propelled that to it, where he was just like so stunning in that role, where they were like, "Oh, we got to give it sweeps, Oscar sweeps, every category," and like he really brought those costumes to life when he was like Yorick.
So badass.
Yeah.
I mean, that
winner
is
last
like the
year,
iconic. Well, that's the iconic like kind of look for Hamlet. I feel like that movie.
And then the winner last year, the reigning champion, is Wicked.
Right.
Wicked One.
Yeah. Which great costumes. So I simply asked our patrons which movie has the best costumes. So Jason Wojnar says, have you all ever had the chance to actually see the suit or a wardrobe worn by a character in a movie? When I was in Armenia at the Serhiy Parajanov museum, I was able to see one of the dresses worn by a character in Shadows of Forgotten Ancestors. It was also surrounded by dolls that the director made as concept art for the movie, as well as a few props like axes. It is pretty wild to come face to face with genuine history in that way. In my endless champion of Ukrainian poetic cinema, I do have to point out the folk garb of most characters wear in these films. Really, though, any film taking place in a village during any time pretty much before World War II has a certain type of magic to its costumes when special attention is paid to it. Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's part of why I love folk horror so much, is just seeing, like, what do the people on this island wear? Like, okay, cool. Like,
Which folk horror do you think is like does it best?
Oh, geez. I mean, well, Wicker
Blood
Man,
on Satan's
they all
Claw.
have...
Yeah,
Blood on
yeah.
Satan's Claw has great costumes. Wicker Man, original, they all have great costumes.
Yeah.
The one I recently watched, King Tide, everyone's like kind of a fisherman. And so, like, there's a lot of just kind of, like, cool, like, island outfits in that. yeah, but Blood on Satan's Claw, like her like outfit when she's like got the crown of whatever. Is so dude, yeah, like seeing costumes in real life is so special, and like living in LA and Hollywood adjacency has given, I'm sure, all three of us the opportunity to see lots of. I mean, like sometimes back in the heyday of ArcLight or whatever, you would just go to a theater and it's just like, oh, here's the costume for this movie. Like, just like sitting there.
The Academy Museum.
The Museum of Motion Picture.
That's 50.
Yeah, that wing of it in particular for costumes is
insane.
It's stunning. Yeah, I just walked through it. I was like, this is a place for
there,
people
like-
who love movies.
Yeah.
Well, and also shout out to the Hollywood Museum in Hollywood, which is in the old Max Factor building right next to the Mel's Drive-In. Like, you know, I went there first with my mom, like when I first moved to LA, because she was obsessed with like golden age Hollywood, like whatever, Wizard of Oz and all that kind of stuff, and like was obsessed with the costumes and stuff. And this place has so many incredible costumes. I don't know, Hubert, if you've ever been there, but they have an amazing like horror area. They've got like a replica. I don't know if it's any part original, but like replica 1-to-1 of the like Silence of the Lambs cell that he is in.
Does it have this or just?
I think it has the costumes too, but like they have the actual full like, and you go to the basement and you see the hallway with the chair, the folding chair, just like sitting in the middle, and it's like to scale. It's awesome.
Oh my god!
But like they have entire floors of just outfits, and like and it's in the old Max Factor makeup like building, and so like the old dressing rooms and stuff are still there, and like one of the things I just love is the rooms are labeled by the hair color for each like type of like makeup and hair care stuff. So it's like they have blondes, redheads, brunettes, and brownettes labeled on the doors, which I think is just really fun. But yeah, like they'll rotate through different displays, but I've seen like Marilyn Monroe dresses there. I've seen like all kinds of stuff. One year we went and it just happened to be the Pride collection, so they had like Tuong Fu stuff, they had Queen of the Desert stuff, they had like all kinds of like Birdcage maybe, they had what's the Midwest pageant mockumentary movie, not Miss Congeniality, the other one, whatever, they had stuff from that in there. It's great. I love it.
I don't think I ever made it out there for all the years I lived there.
Dude,
wow,
next
this is a
time you're in
good
town,
tip.
let's go.
Let's both go. You'll go with me?
Oh, for sure.
All of us, group trip.
I love that place. Like, to me, it's so funny because like so much in Hollywood is like schlocky trash and like so like gross and gritty and dirty and tourist trappy. But this place is like legit. Like, Hollywood is a fucking shithole. Don't be deceived. If you're ever
My
coming
Hollywood?
to LA,
My Hollywood? How dare
Like,
you?
no, dude. Like every time I'm in Hollywood, you see befuddled tourists who feel like
Where's the good place? Yeah.
I mean, like where's actual Hollywood? And like the only things that you would think of as actual Hollywood that still exist is like Musso and Frank's, the Grauman's Chinese,
Bosh.
the Egyptian kinda, and this museum. I think like
they think
the rest
actual
of it is-
Hollywood looks like Beverly Hills, probably.
Yeah. I mean, when you think of like LA and like, you know, current modern stuff, yeah, you're probably thinking Beverly Hills, you're thinking Venice Beach, you're thinking Abbot Kinney maybe, like, yeah, the Grove. But like Hollywood smells like piss and heroin and shit, and it's fucking grimy and nasty.
Hollywood looks like the substance, yeah.
yeah. Like you will walk down the street and just get a hypodermic needle in your foot in Hollywood, and that's just how it is. I've smelled things I cannot describe in Hollywood.
It smells like New York.
Yeah. Anyways, but yes, I love seeing costumes in real life, and also I love seeing like the weathering techniques of stuff in like, because a lot of these were like old Hollywood, just beautiful dresses, and they're like just dresses, and you're like, well, that's gorgeous, and oh wow, she was so tiny. Like that's usually your takeaway. But then sometimes you'll see stuff where it has like, you can see like, oh wow, okay, they airbrushed this grime on here, and they took a Dremel and like sanded down the fabric so it looked aged here, and like that kind of detail is always really fascinating to me too. Mark Hallinan says, I'd like to submit for your consideration not a film with great costuming, but rather one actor wearing a specific item of clothing. In this case, George Clooney wearing the shit out of a suit. he wears
in
a
any
suit
movie?
like a chick.
In any movie? Yeah.
Here's a very informal top 5 of what I think are some of his greatest suit moments
Here we
in
go.
film, in no particular order. Sadly, no bat suit.
No, bat suit.
His
Not
bat suit
Batman Forever.
is a classic. The nipples, dude. Come on.
Nips, yeah.
Okay.
The old
Number
nipples.
5. Number 5 is From Dusk Till Dawn. A classic.
Yeah.
A classic.
I watched
A
that
good.
in October.
This
Oh.
October?
That
How'd
movie
it
hits,
land?
dude.
It still lands. I haven't seen
It
it
still
since
lands.
I
It
was
still
a
lands.
teenager.
Yeah,
Like,
this has been the longest time since I had not seen it.
Hmm.
It still landed for me for sure.
That is, I got the rare pleasure of showing that movie to my sister and her partner,
So
and they
sick.
didn't know the premise at all.
Yeah,
And that was a thrill ride just to watch them watch that movie.
yeah,
Great
So fun.
stuff. Number 4, Up in the Air. I haven't seen that one actually.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was like the sad one.
the one about the video game industry.
Oh. 3, Out of Sight.
Yeah,
Classic.
Out of Sight, the best, one of the best Soderbergh movies, right up there.
Oh.
Besides the Limey, of course.
Of
But,
course.
And that's Out of Sight is what's his name? Justified, right?
Timothy Olyphant?
The author.
Oh.
Elmore
Oh.
Leonard, right? Wasn't it?
Is it?
Oh,
It
okay.
could be.
There's
Yeah,
like
I think
some-
you're right. If it has an Elmore Leonard feel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could be right.
Based
I've
on
actually-
based on Out of Sight by Elmore Leonard. Yep.
I've actually
Yeah.
never seen Out of Sight either. I
Oh,
haven't
you
seen
would
that one.
like it. You would
I know
probably
I
like
would,
it.
yeah,
Well,
I know I would.
actually, hard to tell. It's probably comp pet.
I mean, you never know with me. Sometimes I like stuff, sometimes I
And
don't.
that's what I was trying to think of. I knew it. This is crazy. Because I didn't know this until like 5 years ago. Michael Keaton in Out of Sight is the same character he
Jackie
plays
Brown?
in Jackie Brown.
Jackie Brown. Michael Keaton in
So
Jackie Brown.
so he's like in
The
both
Elmore
as the same
Leonard
character.
averse.
Yeah.
Number 2, of course, best car explosion in a movie. Michael Clayton.
Oh, fuck yes.
That's a good ass
Fucking-
movie.
I
What movie
love
did I
Michael
watch recently where they were obsessed with Michael Clayton? They were like,
Yeah,
it was a character who was obsessed with Michael Clayton,
Yes.
and they were like, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
I know it was Poker Face.
Yeah, the show. Yeah, I
it's
recently
Poker
watched
Face,
something
yeah.
too where someone was like obsessed with Michael Clayton. Yeah.
Poker
It was
Face,
Poker
they were
Face, yeah.
obsessed with it. It was funny, yeah.
Number 1, of course, obviously, Ocean's 11.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fun list.
Yeah.
Thanks
they
for
say,
sending that in. That's so fun.
They say timeless suit wearing here, unlike some of Brad Pitt's suits, which give away its 2001 origins, in my opinion. Well, that's the character too, but yeah, he's timeless classic in Ocean's
I
11.
like someone who wears a suit poorly well. Do you know what I mean? A
like
disheveled
a bad suit. Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's also a look. I don't know who that would be. I'm trying to think.
Tom
who comes
Waits,
to mind.
baby.
Yeah.
Hobo
good
suit.
point.
Like
Yeah.
I am obsessed with like that kind of shabby chic, sort of like threadbare kind of look. I love that. I love that so much. I mean, Rebecca Ferguson in Dr. Sleep, like suit coat, top hat. Like she's living it. She's serving it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think she wears a suit coat in that. Yeah. Shout out again to the Mr. Sunday Movies Ocean's 11 original Ocean's 11 episode. It's so good. They talk about the Frank Sinatra one and how boring it is. Mark Hallinan continues, finally, Ryan Gosling in Drive. I think I saw an image of Gosling in the scorpion jacket before the film was even out and automatically sold on seeing it. Truly iconic. Fucking love that jacket.
And his fucking jacket in Blade Runner 2049.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh.
Blade Runner has incredible those are some costumes I saw in real life at the movie theater.
Oh, they were so cool.
You know, I was thinking something because you suggested this close to Halloween, Isla. I was thinking, costume or character from a movie that you see continue to show up at Halloween parties year after year after year after year. That is a pretty iconic costume. And sometimes there are beloved characters who just aren't at Halloween parties because their costumes aren't easily identifiable.
Yeah.
And sometimes I haven't been a character I love because I'm like, no one's going to recognize this. But when a costume designer in a film has just done such a remarkable job at bringing that character to life in a poppy, recognizable way, they show up at Halloween parties all the time. And I'm like, that's a hard job to do in that particular way. And the Drive one was certainly one, and that made me, when I was thinking of putting together a list of really cool costume designers and movies that have done that well, it's just the Halloween party, if it makes the Halloween party list.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny with stuff like that where it's like, because obviously Scream or Michael Myers or like Beetlejuice or all these like iconic horror like things where it's like, okay, that's a costume that you can wear to a thing. But like something like Drive, where it's like his character's just a guy, but he had a cool vibe and a recognizable vibe, and like jacket, so that's always an accomplishment to be like, oh, I see this dude at a party wearing a jacket and a glove, and I'm like, oh, you're Drive, yeah. Like it's interesting. Also, the flip of that, diegetic Halloween costumes in movies, like Trick or Treat, I watched a little before Halloween because Sophia had never seen it, and I just threw it on. I think we watched it with our friend Jack, and like neither of them had seen it, and like I kept just being like, because the beginning of that movie, if you haven't seen it, like
I haven't seen it. Yeah.
Oh, Trick or Treat. It's a treat, and it's like an hour and 24 minutes long.
How old is it? Is that a new one or an old one?
Early 2000s.
Yeah. Okay.
Somewhere in there. I mean, I'll say less then, but like, what I will say is like, it's intentionally, maybe even offensively tropey, but it's doing it on purpose. And I think it's really interesting how because like watching that with Sophia, she was just like, ugh, this is, like, oh, this hasn't aged well or whatever. And in my head, I was just like,
wait for it.
I know what's actually happening. But obviously in that movie, many characters are wearing Halloween costumes. So it's interesting to see within a movie Halloween costumes that people can wear when they can't wear branded stuff. Like I think about this with Hocus Pocus as well, the original, where it's like all the adults have their Halloween costumes on, and it's just like, okay, cool, like pirate, ghost, like this and this and this, like all these werewolf, like all these iconic, vampire, these iconic things where it's like nice, like I don't know, the sheet ghost that shows up and everything. It's fun to see what people do in movies anyway. Hope you had a great Halloween. I double billed Jason X and Freddy vs. Jason, and whilst Jason X was not quite as good as I remembered, Freddy vs. Jason was actually a lot better than the first time. And so it evened out nicely.
Yeah.
Take it easy. Yeah, Freddy vs. Jason is like, we put that on in our Halloween party.
That's some playground lore. And so when that trailer came out, I was like, hell yes, it's gonna fucking happen.
It's happening.
It's Mario versus Sonic shit. Yeah.
It's so good.
A poster of it over my bed.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
My pal Kelly Rowland's in there. She's great in it, even though Freddy's kind of racist towards her, but Kelly Rowland's great in it. Yeah.
I'm glad people are finally turning against Jason X. God, the fucking hype for that always pissed me off. I'm serious.
This is very funny because we, at the Halloween party that Sophia and I threw, we played Freddy versus Jason and the movie we're about to talk about that I've been waiting for, because this is one of my favorite costumes in all of movie history. We also played this at the party. Fede Krauch says, since we are still in close proximity to the spooky season, I will mention Academy Award winner for Best Costume Design movie I saw on Halloween weekend, Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Nice.
The gothic vibes in that movie are unmatched, and a big chunk of that comes from the costumes, which sell the era in which it's set. Watching Dracula has become a Halloween tradition since I got the 4K Blu-ray 2 years ago, so I'm in luck.
Blu-ray.
Dude, yeah, we popped it on.
On the new TV?
I just got the TV last night, so we didn't have the TV for the party, alas. But I'll have to throw a movie party now that I have this absurd TV. I'm in luck you brought this topic up. On the TV front, The Wheel of Time has been some of the best fantasy costumes I have ever seen in my life. Those lesbian witches sure know how to dress to impress. It's a massive shame that Amazon canceled it after their best season. Yeah, I need to watch. I've tried to watch that show because I know that it has lesbian witches.
Season
which
1
is
was awesome.
like my favorite 2 words in the English language.
But
let's
Dracula 1992 best Oscar for costumes.
Yeah. And it's she's do you ever name there a Japanese lady?
The Symphony of the Night.
Ishioka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was such an inspired choice for this movie because I mean, I fucking love this movie. It's one of my favorite movies. It is a masterclass in camera techniques and vibes and set dressing and people dressing, and I just think it is campy in all the best ways. It's ludicrous. It's incredible. My sound professor won an Oscar for it, which is always incredible. That's so cool,
yeah.
Shout out to Dave Stone.
Dave Stone.
But like, nicest guy, dude. At least I always loved him. I haven't kept up with him over the years. Who knows?
Pancreatic cancer.
Who did?
Aiko Ishioka.
Oh shit.
2012.
But yeah, this the costumes in this movie are out of this world. Like the way Dracula looks in his various vibes, he goes from like creepy old grandma to like fancy man on the street, like, and it just all works. All the women are dressed to the nines. Even Keanu Reeves is looking sharp in this. Tom Waits is Renfield. Keanu. Like, it's, this movie's out of control.
Love it. The blood gush when fucking the stick and the blood is just so crazy.
And Hopkins just being like, yeah, okay. Like, I'm covered in blood now. Like, it's so funny. I love this movie. Ridiculous. Anyway, anything else before I move on to Fede's anything else? All right.
Let's see what they've got for us.
They say, I just watched Begonia. Haven't seen it yet.
Very curious.
And that movie is incredible. I wonder if any of you has watched it yet. In other news, it's my birthday this Saturday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yesterday from when we're recording this. And I'm celebrating by watching Predator Badlands in the afternoon.
That's what I fucking
I was going to say, you didn't bring up Badlands.
You saw it?
He went and saw it opening night.
I saw opening fucking night.
Yes. Okay. I need to hear about this.
Is it good, dude? Is it
I don't want
good?
to color anything. I don't want to say anything. I just really, really loved it. That's all.
Oh, cool. Well,
I don't want to say
I know you don't want to
really
color anything. Well, I have so many questions, though. Here's the thing. I'm not sure if I want to see it in theaters or not. So how about this? And I know you will want me to. I know you will want me to.
Is it on streaming already, too?
No. It's in the theater.
Oh, okay.
Funds are limited. So maybe I will want you to say some things.
I think a movie like that is a good theater movie.
If it's scary, it will tilt me towards seeing it. Or if it's tense, it will tilt me towards seeing it in the theater. I'm going to see it no matter what eventually. Yeah. But the way Prey was tense, I was like, I love this, and I wish I had seen it in the theater, but they only released it at home. So how would you compare its tension
I'm just gonna
to Prey?
say it leans more towards action.
Okay.
For sure.
But are there still moments where you're like, is this going to happen?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Okay.
It's funny
Thank
because
you.
I've always viewed Predator as more of an action vehicle than a horror tension vehicle.
But Prey was still Prey was
Prey
like
was maybe the most
tense.
tense. Yeah.
It just really it really feels like a missing piece that the Predator franchise needed for a long time, and that's obviously because it focuses on the Predator rather than humans or other people being hunted by the Predator. Like this follows the Predator. Fucking awesome.
You find out Predator's Rosebud that he didn't get the Christmas sled he always wanted.
I really want to. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. You'll both really enjoy it. It's a fun ride.
I mean, I know I won't say, but I love the certain tie-ins and I'm excited about that element of it.
Yeah.
I know Don was like anti that, and I'm like, I'm all in, baby. Let's go. Yeah. Okay, wait. So we didn't actually finish this statement.
Yeah,
so Fede,
sorry.
Begonia.
Their birthday. Well, no, their birthday was on Saturday, and they're celebrating by watching Predator: Badlands in the afternoon, and then Frankenstein at night with my friends. And
What a
that
day!
sounds like
What
an
a
incredible
birthday!
day.
I hope it was great because it just happened.
Yeah, it was
Their
yesterday.
birthday happened.
I hope we're filming
high
this.
five to past.
So
birthday. Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed both of those movies. I certainly loved Frankenstein, and haven't seen Badlands yet. I haven't seen Begonia yet either. I really want to see it.
Same. What was the last one? Poor Things. I really love that movie.
Well, the last one was Kinds of Kindness.
I didn't see that one.
I thought it was okay. Like it was, it was clear that it was like, let's throw this together with our friends and while we're doing other stuff, and for better or
Reactions
worse.
to that were all over the map. You, Isla, had one of the more mild reactions to it from a lot of people I've heard. People were either like, this is very good, or like, fuck this movie. You were like, it's all right.
I thought it was fine. Like I kind of, I don't know, maybe I just kind of saw it for what it was, where it was just like, because the speed at which it came out after Poor Things, and like how intense production-wise Poor Things is, Kinds of Kindness is pretty bare bones and like more indie. So it's more of his like, I mean, it's not as weird as Dogtooth probably, but it's like more on scale of that. So I kind of saw it for like, and I somebody told me more recently, long after I'd seen it, that like he was like, somebody was like, didn't he literally just shoot that on the weekends, like with his friends or whatever? And I was like, that checks out. Like, I don't know, but that I would buy that. Also, I'm here once again to tell you to watch My Hero Academia. We're halfway through the final season, and it's been incredible. P.S. I wonder if Huber watched the newest Digimon Beat Break show, since he's trying to get into the franchise. If you want to watch series that are already over, I recommend Digimon Adventure from 1999 and Digimon Tamers.
It's on Hulu. I don't have I did a streaming service cleanse. I've got Netflix now.
Yeah.
I have Netflix, and I use my dad's Prime and HBO. So
Don't tell them; they'll take you off your dad's.
Is HBO still chill with it? I don't remember.
They logged me out, and I needed to like call my dad to like
and do the
shit.
thing.
Yeah.
We, my mother-in-law got logged out of our which was it? Netflix or something? Or Hulu? I don't know. One of them, because they were like, oh no, Sophia lost because she was on my sister's YouTube Premium for some reason instead of mine. I'm not fully clear on how that happened, but they were like cracking down on like, you have to literally be in the same household. So I just switched her into mine.
Don't
go
to the bathroom. Or
don't go to the bathroom. Well, because I live in a different city. But like, yeah. Colt Smith says, oh, best costumes is a good one. I adore the costuming from Crimson Peak. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And that may take the cake for me. Close runner-ups for The Matrix, Portrait of Lady on Fire. Oh my God, yeah.
Portrait of a Lady on Fire.
Oh my God.
One of the best. To cinema. That's a long
to cinema.
callback. Yeah.
Dude, Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Willow and The Fall. Special mention here to Hero, the Jet Li movie. Hope you had a perfect Halloween and a happy Thanksgiving. Oh my God, this is like a perfect list of costumes and films. Like, I love Willow. That the vibes of that as a kid, like peak like cozy movies, like adventure movies to me as a kid were like Willow, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Like I just dreamt of like living in that kind of a like medieval kind of like we're living in a treehouse wearing leather kind of world. Like that sounds great to me. But yeah, Crimson Peak, Portrait of a Lady on Fire in the fall, just like incredible costumes. The dresses in Portrait of a Lady on Fire and Crimson Peak. Oof.
Oh, and then they did the paint. Well, they do a lot of paintings in Portrait of a Lady on Fire.
Yeah.
Neither got nominated.
Oof.
Bastards.
Oof. And of course, The Matrix just... it definitely set a lot of trends, made a lot of choices, and it was iconic for sure. Codalito says, I have to go with Beetlejuice on this one. Fuck yeah. Not only is Winona Ryder almost peak goth girl, Catherine O'Hara wears a smorgasbord of 80s fashion excesses throughout the movie, and the pinstripe suit of Beetlejuice himself is just iconic. I love the... there's a part where she has like a glove like pinned to her head, I believe, Catherine O'Hara in that movie, which is so good. It almost feels like Brazil when they have like a boot, like she's wearing like a boot on her head as like a fascinator. Incredible.
I like that there's justice for her character in part 2.
Yeah.
As I got older, I was like, I kind of don't dislike her character that much. When I was a kid, I was like, oh, mean, old, weird, artsy lady. But now, like, I'm a lot closer to the mean, old, weird, artsy lady myself.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it is really weird because Beetlejuice, spoilers for Beetlejuice, but like, they're presented as villains at first, but then like there is a harmony that they reach. Like they come to an accord, and and I think that's such a unique ending to that movie where it's like the people presented as the villains are not necessarily the villains, Pete Goth Girl, however, goes to Fairuza Balk in The Craft.
Oh yeah, we are the weirdos.
We are the weirdos, mister.
We are the weirdos.
She took what Ryder started in the 80s and brought it to its pinnacle. Dude, I threw on The Craft the other day, thinking like wondering, because I hadn't seen it since I was a teenager.
Does it hold up?
And I was wondering if it would
does.
I was wondering if it would hit different now, like post transition, and I turned it off.
Turn it off. Tell me why. I'm so curious. Like, I want to know the details.
It's one of those movies where I think it lives better in the theater of the mind, where it's like the pieces I remember are great and iconic or whatever, but like the pacing of the actual movie is kind of just like too lugubrious. I don't know.
That's why I like it.
Maybe it was just in a weird. Maybe I
haven't watched it in like 10 years. Yeah. But yeah, I like lugubrious pacing.
Normally, so do I, but it wasn't hitting at the moment that I put it on. Like
part 2 is not a good movie, but it's not terrible either if you just want more craft. Don't get me wrong, it's not good, but if you're just like, I want more craft, fine, I'll give into the temptation of seeing the sequel. You're like, okay, it wasn't as horrible as I was fearing. That's not a, resounding praise, but you're like, it's watchable. It's watchable. I wanted to see more craft, and I saw more craft, so... That's something for you. Yeah.
Codalito goes on. Brad Pitt's different get-ups in Fight Club are also absolutely legendary.
Yeah, Halloween costumes. Someone shows up now, you'll be like, Fight Club!
The toned shades, the red leather jacket, the fur on mesh, every scene he's in, the clothes are immaculate. Even the trashy robe with coffee cup looks good on him. Yeah, that kind of like trashy chic Brad Pitt pulled off very, very heavily in that era. Classic anime of the month is 1987 horror Wicked City. This is a breakthrough movie from Yoshiaki Kawajiri, and it is here that he cements his signature style that we know and love. It also has one of my favorite setups of all time. It's set in a world where our reality and the demonic world exist side by side, but they have diplomatic relations. It follows a human agent and his beautiful partner from the other side who are tasked with guarding a VIP from demonic terrorists for the upcoming renewal of the peace treaty between the two worlds. It may not be quite as gorgeous as his later works, but it has a very nice high contrast look to it that few other animes come close to. Stay good looking, fellow reactionauts. We need our own fellow allies. Reactionauts is pretty good. Better than reaction animes.
Well, that's what we call the listeners. I feel like the listeners are also like the writers of the show.
Yeah.
Write half of it. It's very cool that way. Where I just they
do the heavy lifting.
All the brilliant things y'all say, and I'm just oh yeah, good point.
The community does the heavy lifting for the show, absolutely.
So Wicked City, I saw way too young, and I was like,
I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was an eye opener. I was like, you're allowed to do that with a cartoon? Yeah. It's one of those. Probably not too shocking now. Maybe it is, but it was fun at the time. Yeah, I was hardcore into that. Yeah.
Ninja Scroll was the one for me where I saw that started my complicated relationship with anime, and I fucking love Vampire Hunter D.
Oh yeah, that one is great. It's so hard to get at least it was for the longest time the original Japanese
some of the
version
DVDs
of that.
literally don't even
have
the subtitle version.
Yeah. So, but anyway, Vampire Hunter D is great.
Wait, he was a key animator on Redline also. God damn, this guy is a fucking legend. Metropolis, dude. This guy fucking rules. I didn't realize he made all the anime I love.
Now Metropolis, that is a costume. Metropolis, the Maria robot Maria, with the pentagram,
complex one
with the pentagram over her head. Sometimes costumes sort of bleed into production design also.
Yeah.
And wardrobe. There's a lot of parts of production. A lot of things are working kind of in harmony together. So I don't work in production that often. I'm in post, so it's a little bit outside my expertise. But I'd be very interested in hearing someone talk about the delineation between costume and wardrobe and production design, and who handles which aspect of it.
It is such a I think about this with Almodovar a lot, and how good production design and good costume design, when they complement each other so well.
So sick.
In Almodovar movies, a wall will just be painted shock green or bright red, and then someone's wearing a different kind of outfit, and you're just this if you're not paying attention to it, you might not even clock it, but then you're just oh wait, yeah, this movie is colorful as shit. Whoa. Absolutely. Beto's Burrito says, I'm really fashion blind, and costuming doesn't really register to me, but the first movie I thought of was Zhang Yimou's Hero. Felt like most of the action scenes were just showcases for the costume. Man loves his colors and billowing fabric. Oh yeah, absolutely. They're long fabrics in that.
That's a great point. I was trying to think of kung fu movies that
Kung
have
Fu Hustle is good.
Great costumes. And I was going, a little too far back. I was thinking of Shaw Brothers films.
Oh my god, Ron, dude.
Ron.
Yeah, and that's a good point. A lot of them are kind of period martial arts, just kind of fight outfits, and the production design does a lot of work. But bringing up Hero or House of Flying Daggers, things like that, those things are a little bit more elaborate, and so more modern martial arts films do a better job of the wardrobe, or more interesting.
The costumes become part of the kind of balletic performance of the action in those, specifically those two. It's really interesting. Betos also says, I saw one battle after another, and Sean Penn might have my favorite comedic performance of the year. Everything his character says is either awful or hilarious. I'm obsessed with the Chainsaw Man movie. It's so validating to see the creative team behind it treat the story seriously and commit to making an artful and experimental adaptation. 3 to go here. Let's see. Mike Karwai says, don't have much to say on this month's topic. I see a couple of others have mentioned the films of Zhang Yimou, and I can at least concur there, as well as voice my enthusiasm for all things gothic. Yes. Ultimately for me, though, great fashion and costuming is like this mysterious and magical thing I appreciate, but may only ever feel as though I have basic understanding of. A number of my favorite artists/people seem to live and breathe and show deep awareness of the clothes they wear. So while I'll probably never be a guru or walk runways myself, I hope to become a little more discerning about it one day. Fashion's so much fun. You could wear whatever you want, and it's wonderful. Also, without spoiling anything, I saw Frankenstein and found a lot to love, but I'm still kind of working through my feelings overall. To briefly mention some thoughts, I adored Mia Goth, David Bradley, and particularly Jacob Elordi, who all seem to know exactly what film they're in and really fit into the larger vision in a way some of the other actors unfortunately didn't quite manage for me at times. Oh, interesting. It's also gorgeous to look at, minus some CGI, which I know will divide. And while I'm not Guillermo's biggest fan when considering his entire filmography, I have a hard time not being a sucker for his sentimentality or falling into whatever world he creates. In the end, while I hoped it would have landed better and wasn't as bloated and messy as it is, particularly in the first hour, it does redeem itself and gets too much right, both emotionally and technically, for me to come away super disappointed. It also made me more eager than ever to finally read the book. Book very different, but good also.
It's short. It's a short book, too. God, it's like, what is it, 100 pages? Something like that?
Written 8 billion years ago, so gear up. I'm noticing that my own absolute favorites of his films, the number one, of course, being Pan's Labyrinth, and the number two, maybe Devil's Backbone, tend to cost below the $20 million mark. The likes of Pacific Rim and Hellboy 2 might be the exceptions in their own way, but I think he's mostly better suited to limited resources, being under pressure for having more of a clearly defined box to have to think outside of as a filmmaker. Love and respect. Dude, crazy experience recently, because I have always in my mind loved Hellboy 2, thought it was the best one. We recently did a rewatch of 1 and 2. Nice. Hellboy 2 drags, dude. Yeah, it is not very good.
Hellboy 1 and 2 were always my least favorite Guillermo movies.
Hellboy 1 has more of the, like...
Not counting Mimic.
Hellboy 1 has one of the... It has the, kind of cozy, very different films, but Captain America sort of vibe, where it has the period sort of stuff, World War II kind of stuff in it that gives it kind of a different edge to it. Yeah, Hellboy 2 is like Home Alone, where the part you remember is 3 minutes long, and then the rest of the movie is kind of nothing. Zach Wojnar says, the Elvis movie, Viva Las Vegas, puts the king of rock and roll in some great outfits, but the highlight has to be the scene set to Come On Everybody, where he's wearing a sleek beige suit with no lapels or collar, and Anne Margaret has a long-sleeved red turtleneck and glorious black tights. I dare anyone to watch that scene and not fall in love with both of them. Never seen that. My all-time favorite Star Trek costumes, oh hell yeah, are the ones featured in the movies of the original series, so Star Treks 2 through 6. They're futuristic but still believably naval and super chic. I love the tunic and the way the front clasps and can be let down to indicate an officer is off duty. I've always liked that about Star Trek. I love Star Trek costumes in general and how they've evolved over the course of centuries in universe and nearly 60 years in real life. Star Trek is wonderful, and I love it. But I can't talk about fashion without shouting out Miami Vice. Yeah. It's the greatest TV show of all time, and the costumes were downright revolutionary. Sure, some of them don't... This is incredible. Some of them don't hold up, but Crockett and Tubbs remain style icons to this day. Don Johnson's look can only be described as beach bum cowboy chic, while Philip Michael Thomas was probably hot as hell in his buttoned-up New York City suits in the Miami Sun, but then again, he was also hot as hell in his buttoned-up New York City suits in the Miami Sun. Incredible. Thanks for that. That is so fun. I haven't seen that Elvis movie or Miami Vice. But I love Star Trek. So I can relate on that. Okay, last one. Yeah, so for context on this, I had a typo in the beginning of this post. I was trying to write bridging the gap, but for some reason...
Briefing the gap or something?
My phone wrote... I think it tried to write briefing the gap, but put in an S instead of an E. So it's brisfing the gap. BRISFING.
I hate phones.
Which is not
phones
a word.
Are the worst.
Yeah. Usually I type these on a computer, but I did this one on the phone. So Zorgla says, I'll be honest, I googled brisfing to see if it's hip new slang. No.
It's the new 6'7" as brisfing.
It's just me. What is 6'7"? I keep hearing people talk about it.
Oh God, we don't have time for it.
Okay.
I'm sorry I brought it up. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's a whole thing. Maybe next episode.
Okay.
Talk about that and Italian brain rot and all the memes. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we have to be at least 1 month late to things. On anything Easy Allies or Reaction Shots does. So, yeah, tell us next time. Or I'll just look it up. Zorgla says, anyways, for this prompt, I immediately thought of The Fifth Element. Hell yeah. Sick. Everyone knows Milla Jovovich's skimpy white outfit and orange wig. But I think they just dyed her hair. But her gold pants and weird mankini thing are more memorable to me. I have had some friends do this Halloween costume. And let me tell you, they pulled it off. Damn. I wish I could.
Costume or?
Yeah, her outfit. I was like, I wish I looked as good as you, because goddamn it. Anyway, aboard the luxury space cruise, there's more great costumes like Chris Tucker's cheetah print jumpsuit and absurd wig. Yeah, hell yeah. And retro blue stewardesses and the ridiculous tentacle diva Plava Laguna. Mm-hmm. My favorite of all time is the incomparable Gary Oldman as Jean-Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg. No relation to Zorgla, whose undercut and strange plastic skull cap are both super dumb and incredibly cool.
Yeah, the skull cap is so dumb and cool.
We just showed this movie to a friend of ours for the first time. She had never seen it. And this movie, especially given like the rest of his directing career, like this movie shouldn't work. It's a live action cartoon. And just everything about it hits for me. Like, it's just the right mix of insane and campy and, like, swinging for the fences and getting a home run, in my opinion. Like, this movie is fucking legendary. And, yeah the costuming is a huge part of that. Like, everybody... Two golden menus. Like, yeah, the way the cops look, the way the fucking lady working at the future McDonald's looks, the way the fucking... Like when the aliens are in disguise at the airport, like her like see-through mini skirt with the thong, like every outfit in this is so iconic and weird, and I just love it to pieces. The aliens look good, like most expensive independent film of the
like
time.
Big orc-looking aliens,
the
so
Mondachi
cool.
ones, yeah.
Science fiction just has consistently great costumes, and usually I think I won't like a science fiction movie if the costumes suck. Like that's a big deciding factor for me. Like
Gothic
Babylon 5,
sci-fi.
Babylon 5, Farscape, Babylon 5. Isla, you should get on that. You would love the story.
Oh, I saw it as a kid.
Oh, you saw it? Okay, yeah.
I mean, I didn't watch a lot of it, but
they're selling a full-size suit of this.
Holy shit.
For the low price. My friend literally sent me this like a week ago. It's so funny. For the low price at £50,000.
Jesus. Is it on-screen prop? Is it like from the movie?
Full
like actual
size.
costume?
Yeah, full size from the movie, actual prop.
Wow.
Yeah.
If I were...
The bids are starting actually at £30,000.
If I were insanely wealthy...
$60,000 and $120,000.
And had a big enough house... Like, if I were a Guillermo del Toro or a Jeremy Irons and I was, like, resurrecting an old castle or whatever, I would probably have some absurd movie prop. Like, I would have, like, a xenomorph in my house or something, like, for sure. Dude, I mean, yeah, Alien has incredible sci-fi costuming. Blade Runner, we talked about Blade Runner 1 and 2049, just absolutely incredible looks. I mean, even the new, like... I actually think Tron looks pretty chintzy now that I was going to say Tron it's legendary, but it's pretty funny. Oh my God. I mean, but yeah, I think my personal favorite vibes are like Edwardian, Victorian, Gothic, like that kind of stuff. I go crazy for that. So Frankenstein recently and yeah, all that kind of stuff is just so my vibe.
Well, I know Wuthering Heights is super controversial for a lot of reasons.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah, Jacob Elordi is from Frankenstein's in it. What do you think about the trailer? Or is that too much of a can of worms? Because, like...
I mean, I saw the trailer. I don't know. I, like... Too het. I don't care. I'm not interested. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, good point.
But, like... Yeah, I mean, I like him. He seems like a really nice guy in real life. Like listening to him talk and his like accent it surprises me every time. He's one of those actors where I'm like, oh right, like you're not American. That's wild. Yeah, but I really like him, and so I think I don't know, whatever. Any other great costumes that I feel like we missed so many like incredible. We could talk about this forever, but
I got a quick list, but
yeah,
I don't want to keep Mike long because I know you got a heart out. I don't because like
15 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'll do a quick list for people to go watch if they're interested. True Stories by David Byrne, the Talking Heads guy. They have a fashion show. They have a fashion show in that movie, and they're in a mall, and it's just the costumes people wear in that are just outrageous and so fun. Hilarious, great movie with amazing songs. Highly recommend watching that. The Prisoner. That you and I love. I love the costumes in that are so good. His little suit jacket with the piping.
My mom, I went as that my first year in LA. The Prisoner was my Halloween costume. I thought of this earlier today in this episode when you said that sometimes you want to wear like super niche Halloween costumes. I wore this costume to the WeHo like Halloween parade, which is just they shut down the street and everyone walks around. And 2 girls knew who I was, and like one older guy. And I was like, "This is a victory." But my mom like
friends with them now.
No, we just passed each other in the night, you know. And I was just like, "Who are you?" Like, but yeah, my mom like sewed the piping onto the jacket.
Oh, that's so nice.
I did so much research into that costume too because I know that his jacket is actually it looks black on screen, but it's actually dark blue, which is crazy. Yeah. God damn it, I love The Prisoner so much. Ugh.
Side podcast. Episode by episode rewatch, and
I
Mike,
would do
you've
that.
never watched it before,
Never
right?
seen it, no.
Oh, yeah, and then you could be your intro to it. Oh. Yeah, we just
have
need
it
a
on
good
Blu-ray.
name. We just need, I have it on Blu-ray. Also, we just need a good name for the podcast.
The Prisoners.
The listeners, listeners need to tell us if they're into it or not. But if you want us to do it, let us know.
I would be so down to do that. Holy
Jessica would be
shit.
into it because we've loved that show since we've loved each other. But
and Sophia's never seen it.
So a couple new watches. Yeah, she could join us for some
podcast.
episode. Yeah.
Do we
get
dare?
rotating guests.
Yeah.
So The Prisoner. Obviously Nightmare on Elm Street. I just happened to like sleep in this shirt, so it's still on. But yeah, like I think you see that red and green sweater from someone.
Oh,
you know, you'd be like, you look like Freddy. You know what I mean? Like 100%. Even if it wasn't intentional.
Sophia and I have both gone as Slutty Freddy for Halloween.
Slutty Freddy, yeah. Clockwork Orange, you know? Ooh, yeah. Clockwork Orange, you see those? You know what those are? The Warriors come out and play.
I need to see the
Warriors. Those costumes.
One Halloween I was
like all these
a drogue. Yeah, I went as Alex. I remember there was an amazing. I've talked about this before, but it was like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. at an L stop in Chicago, and it was just me and this other woman, and I was dressed as one of the characters from Clockwork Orange, and she was dressed as Death from The Sandman. May all of that rest in peace. Can of worms. Fuck all that. But like. Fuck him, but like whatever. Yeah. And I just like looked over at her and I remember I just went Death and she went Alex. And I was just like perfect interaction. Never talk to each other again. It's great.
Sometimes those interactions with strangers are great, even if they don't like go anywhere. Just that, yeah.
The costumes from Clockwork Orange being Halloween costumes, because I've seen men do it, I've seen women do it, I've seen like everyone wear those, and it's like their costumes are so iconic that you forget. Like, that's one of those things where it's like, and like when like those characters show up in the new Space Jam movie as like background characters, and I think
which is weird, and you forget how
so
awful
insane,
they
yeah.
are, and
But
the
it's also just like
terrible things they do. Yeah,
I've seen people dress up their kids as those characters, and I'm just like,
yeah.
these are horrible rapists. Like, this is fucking weird that the cultural zeitgeist moved into let's dress up as these guys. But yeah.
What I mean, there's so many we could talk forever. I'll do one last one just to recommend. Who Are You, Polly Magoo? Who Are You, Polly Magoo is a French New Wave movie, and it's all about fashion, and it's women dressing up for a fashion show. This is a phone movie. Just put it on. Put it on in the background while you're doing shit. Put it on for a party, and every time you glance up, you'll be like, "What on earth are they possibly wearing right now? I've never seen anything that looks like that. That is incredible." Look up some YouTube clips for it, and you'll be like, "That is the coolest fashion I've ever seen." It's a movie from the '60s. That or Daisies, the Czech New Wave movie. Like Esther Krambakova was this incredible writer and fashion designer from the 60s. I mean, the 60s was a great time for fashion and movies. I don't want to get too sidetracked, but Who Are You, Polly Magoo is really cool and fun. I don't think a lot of people watch that.
I've never even heard
French
of
New Wave. Those are just some fun little things. I was like keeping a list on my phone.
Oh, Back to the Future. All three have great costuming.
Sci-fi movies are
I fucking
great
love those
for it.
movies. I mean, I want to shout out to, I kind of mentioned them before, but like shout out to kind of like the iconic gay cinema, like costuming, like Birdcage, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. And then more like, I mean, this is a documentary, but Paris is Burning is just like about ball culture and like the costumes and stuff that people would make on a dime. And it's just it's so wonderful to see.
It's like, touching too. Yeah. It's such a heartwarming, sad and heartwarming at the same time. It's intense.
I mean, you can't, sadly, you can't really tell the history of gay culture without getting into quite a bit of tragedy, so it's like realistic, but yeah. Also,
like the it's all the slang that you like kids still use all the time for decades and decades and decades of slang. You're like, holy shit, this has been around forever, the slang. And also probably we are indebted to this culture for the slang, and then we just use it all the time. And you're like, I had no idea this is where it came from. I watched that documentary because I was getting into documentaries, storytelling. I was like, I need to like up my craft a little. So I watched it like a couple of decades ago, and I was just like shocked at like just the storytelling and the people and the characters and the slang, just the language.
Like, don't they literally have like an on-screen definition for read in that? Like
they do.
So I mean, obviously much is owed to gay culture in slang and black culture. Obviously, like everything is appropriated, but everything cool is appropriated.
Everything is. America has no culture without it.
I mean, a land without culture entirely. Anyways, thank you everyone. Fun, weird episode. Thanks, Matt and Mike, M&Ms.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you both. This is one of the best times of each month. It warms my heart. Thank you, listeners and contributors. You all write and make these episodes for us. I love hanging out with all of you, in sight and by ear when we read and listen to your write-ins. This is a party each time.
Check out patreon.com/reactionshots to get involved, get in that Discord, get in these conversations. We really appreciate it. This is a much longer episode than I thought it would be. We talked about costumes a lot. Thank you, everybody. And we will see you next month, the start of December, getting into the holiday vibes, I guess. Yeah. We'll see what we want to talk about then.
Counter-programming.
Yeah. Summer movies.
I try in November, like I have like my October horror watches. In November, I watch like westerns and like stuff. And,
that kind of slow. I mean, the winter vibes.
Fucking
I like slower movies. That kind of stuff. Yeah, for sure. All right, we will talk to you next month, everybody. See you then. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.